for their team, so should be a good matchup.
All right, let's get right on into it then. For our first champion select, powered by HyperX, we've got G2 selecting first pick, and BLG in return responding by choosing the blue side. BLG going to ban out Orianna and Rumble, focusing on those solo lanes. Meanwhile, on the other side, it's Varus, Karma, and Jarvan banned away by G2.
Yeah, as for the first game of Fearless, we stay pretty standard here. I will say Yunara is always pretty high priority, but at the beginning, there are lots of answers into Yunara. I do like the Karma ban here as well, though, because Karma Ezreal, the heavy poke lanes, can be super, super abusive. Viper and On have certainly used those to success. So let's see, they go with the Ryze option here, targeting the mid lane, and mid lane champion pool is one that got affected by the patch pretty significantly, so let's see about this. On the first pick, they go Vi, so you're immediately thinking like Taliyah options and stuff that
Ahri.
Yeah, Ahri and Taliyah, those types of things that combo with Vi for heavy single target kill pressure.
All right, BLG, how do you want to respond to that single target kill pressure, to the power of diving a carry that Vi provides? I want to see if they also want to place some priority on the jungle, because once Vi's locked in, you don't really have to focus jungle as your first pick. You know Vi's not going to go anywhere else.
And
so
what you can do when you see Vi, though, because Vi is not very strong early.
You break Seraphine here, or do you just accept? I think you just accept, and you play whatever you want to play into Ashe Seraphine.
Like invade or
I wouldn't break myself.
Early at the very least against the Vi.
Senna. Senna
You can have a really good time, and so Xin is definitely a premier one of those duelists.
Is this?
And over on the G2 side, as soon as they see that Ashe and Xin locked
Wait, when Hans was playing it, he was playing Lethality, right? Or was that Kalist? What did Hans play? We checked his items yesterday, didn't we? Was day before yesterday or yesterday we were doing some Senna research. And Hans was playing it a lot now. He was one of the ones that were playing it the most when we checked.
So they were just hovering some supports there. In the end, the Mbessa still up.
Should be Seraphine here, no? Or Braum? I like Braum, actually.
Yep, and not only is it a lot
Mbessa
for
top
Remember, Mbessa
with
can
ban.
still be flexed into the jungle.
Now you just ban Renekton, I guess.
Potentially go
If you want to put the
And whatever else you want to ban top. I think G2 should ban Braum, actually. Maybe more than Seraphine, myself. Just ban Braum here. I feel like Braum is really good for their team. Ashe, Xin Zhao plus Braum into Vi, Senna, Nautilus sounds terrible for Vi, Senna, Nautilus. So I would ban Braum here, I think. Maybe Braum Seraphine ban? Something like this.
Almost every number except like 0 zeros on roulette, right?
Yeah, we got
Flower's like, I'm gonna cover everything here.
It's a 50-50. You hit it or you don't. That's the way it works, all right? But let's get into our second half of the bans here. With that Mbessa most likely going top, they are going to ban out the Renekton, which traditionally is one of those champions that, you know, it can do decent into the Mbessa. It'll have just fine of a lane. It'll get by all kinds of easy. And Seraphine banned out by G2. You're already talking about how Senna and Nautilus are going to be able to dive into that Ashe Seraphine combo and put some pressure onto it, but they'd still rather
He's gonna play Shen top again, no? Shen into Mbessa, isn't that the best you can do here?
So 2 protection bans there for the Mbessa.
And Flowers. You know, you mentioned the Renekton and the Jax. Those are 2 very, very common, you know, picks into the Mbessa. But Broken Blade is a chef.
They didn't ban Braum.
Okay?
Not a big fan.
He can cook and stuff.
I feel like the Braum is for sure what they're looking for. Alistar would be worse, no? Isn't Senna chilling into Alistar? I mean, she's kind of chilling into Braum as well, but Nautilus and Vi are not chilling into Braum. They can't play the game into Braum, I feel like. I think the Braum ban would have made more sense myself. Does he not play Braum? Isn't this the best Braum game ever? With Ashe, with Xin versus Vi Nautilus. This has to be a Braum game, or? They took the Shen away! It's Shen support. They took the Shen away. So it's basically triple ban top lane, right? Because 2 bans plus Shen takeaway is basically 3 champions out for BB now. So what do you play here?
I don't know how Xinjiao or Mbessa would do at support, so I think I'm going to agree with you.
Do you play like Aatrox here? Aatrox top lane?
But hey, we heard from Hans in the
Poppy, of course. Of course! Of course.
Going to play some wacky supports, and Shen fits right
Of course,
into
he's
that
Pop
slot.
player.
So it's going to be Ashe Shen versus Senna Nautilus in the bottom lane. They're going to lock the Poppy
And
on
Annie
the
blind.
G2 side because there is a lot of mobility mobility with Zen, Shen, and Ambessa for Poppy to deny with steadfast presence. Final pick of the draft for G2 will be Annie for
I like Galio.
and
Don't like Victor as much. I like Galio.
Counters, and he's going for a more like nullifying style counter in this one. So, wow, G2.
Crazy draft not to start. Shen support. Game 1 Fearless. But how is this not a Braum game? Am I crazy? Do I miss something? How is this not the best Braum game ever? How is Shen better than Braum?
On top of the Shen, so both Galio and Shen kind of anti-burst opportunities here for the Vi and like Annie targets. Some pretty good answers on the BLG side as well.
I like how you say Vi and Annie targets, plural, when you've got like 4 tanky units and then you have Ashe. So this is a protect the president comp. Galio, Shen, Xin Zhao can knock everybody away with the ultimate. It's going to be a lot of pressure on Viper. You know that Skumon and Caps and even the support, right? You're going to have Labrov also trying to drop those depth charges on Viper constantly. So much focus, I feel like, on G2.
Let's go a bit to the future, yeah, while we have this. This timing here after draft, pre-game, sorry. Post-draft, pre-game. Let's go to the future. Maybe that's enough.
Just 2v2 in lane, and then he also rushed some ganks where Shun was in really good position to gank bottom lane, and he just like positioned.
Yeah, I see the Shen takeaway, and maybe that's the idea, right? You just take that away for the rest of the series. But I feel like Braum here is like low-key free win. Low-key, that's just 1-0. Unless the Senna is just too good into the Braum. Because into Vi and Nautilus it's insane. With Ashe it's insane. With Xin Zhao it's insane. So unless the Senna is just like too good into the Braum, I feel like the Braum just wins that game by himself, basically.
They will make it into our very compressed bracket stage, and
Oh, well.
you would love to just be cruising into that part of the tournament with a 2-0, with an undefeated streak here in terms of series at least. So let's see how it goes.
I really want to pay attention to the Senna this game because we were talking yesterday about like adding Senna to the 80 carry champion pool, to my 80 carry champion pool, and this could be like a great game to learn, right? What rune does he play? What items does he buy? How does he play the lane? No cleanse now.
That summoner spell there from Han Sama, so could provide the opportunity potentially.
Did they show the runes of Senna already?
Especially considering Shun is starting top to bottom.
Exactly, Flowers. On always trying to set up stuff for Shun to be able to have opportunities. And
High Noon Senna is such a good skin. It's crazy how good this skin is.
You know, you're not even too scared.
Did they show the runes already? They did, right?
And since it is not matched and junglers are
No, it's coming now.
opposite directions,
No, it's already been.
path. Of course, you see that kind of defensive ward.
It's fine. I'll go back later. I'll go back later. Let's just watch.
They're trying to look out for any extra aggressive moves from the Xin, but here is the overall record of these two teams. As bottom lane is scrapping pretty heavily, Flowers, but we can safely go over.
Oh, maybe we can't. On is not very safe anymore. Sama tries to flash.
One out is not enough. Oh, it is. Oh my god. I feel like that auto from Senna there on the Shen, the very last auto, was like barely enough. And if that is not enough, I don't think he's in range anymore. So he either dies on that auto or he just doesn't die. Getting just ganked here though. And Senna has no flash. Senna's dead here. Unless they 2v2 this. It's possible? Labrov dies. No, he saves and lives! W Labrov, by the way. That was really well played. That was really well played by Labrov to save. Not only save Han Sama, but also get out himself. Oh, nice flash by Bin. He was dead if that E connects. If he gets knocked into the wall there, he's dead for sure. That was a nice flash.
Honestly, not disappointing already.
So how much did that cost for Sin? He skipped the red and Krugs, and then he just got his camps anyway and got crap. Okay, it doesn't really cost him anything. A little bit, right? But it's not like he lost camps for this. He just got slowed down for this. It's very different. It's not like he's getting invaded on the other side or dropping a crab for this or something. He literally just slowed down his clear by like 30 seconds. And that's it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see here.
W bot lane though. W bot lane.
But this is so good for G2. Having the bottom lane here return, and it is just on again these aggressive taunts from him, but he gets locked up. with the center route, and then they go for the chase. Another hook here from Labrov lands, and with that
I feel like if that auto doesn't kill, the very last one, he doesn't die, by the way.
Hans is able to grab it.
Dylan with the sandwich, I think it is. Coach has gotta eat. But I was told, no hook, no food. It's an old meme, but it checks out.
It's so hard to punish the Senate.
Whoa, Knight underneath the turret.
Wow, that was smart, no? Smart by Caps.
Justice punch to guarantee that his
Very
opponent
smart.
is going to take the turret aggro. Nice move there, as now bottom lane is once again a 2v2 battle. Viper finds a little bit of damage. BLG has the health bar advantage, but I really like that.
Senna didn't buy any combat stats, you know? It's still like kind of losing. Just bought movement speeds. Which makes sense, you have no summoner, so it's good to buy movement speed and play safe. It's kind of the same idea with Jhin, I think. If you have no flash, you buy Swifty. If you have flash, you buy AD. And in this case, he has no flash, so he buys Swifty, just to be safe. I think it makes sense. I would do the same. So he has probably first item Shiv, and then like Cleaver into... No, wait. Was he doing lethality? Was he one of the ones that did like Yomu, Edge of Night, Lord Dominic Infinity, or was that Kalist? I think that might have been Kalist. Not really sure what build Hans... I don't remember. We checked it like yesterday or day before yesterday, what build he does on Senna. I think Kalist was the one that did lethality. I think Hans maybe was the one that did the old school build. Shiv, Cleaver. We'll see. But he's in good pace here. He's in pretty good pace here, I think. To go either, like, feels bad to not go the Shiv one if you're behind, because you can barely farm. But since he's like kind of ahead, or even at least, he can get away with a lethality build here if he wants. He doesn't need a wave clear. He will be able to clear the wave anyway. Like the extra wave clear from Shiv is not needed here, he can clear it anyway.
Which we said he invested in movement speed. The Boots of Swiftness allow Senna to dodge out so many ganks. She's already hard to catch and pretty slippery with the Shroud.
I kind of want to play Senna now. Getting very inspired.
Reduces the effectiveness of that Ashe attempted peel that we were talking about with those slows.
Top lane is not looking so fun for Broken Blade right now. Bin does have total control over this 1v1. Up about 2 waves of CS right now, and you can see Broken Blade taking a recall. He does not have his teleport cooldown back yet, so this is going to be some minions lost. Luckily, it is a cannon wave, so that
I swear I'm not moving the mouse, but
Bin will be happy
it does that anyway.
that he's built for himself.
And again, don't go flaming Broken Blade for like failed counter pick or whatever. It's like an attempted nullifying pick, you know, and trying to use it to shut down mobility. Like
Poppy is going to be useful this game anyway. It doesn't matter if he does well in lane or not. He has W for Arbessa, he has W for Galio, he has W for Sin, and it's W for Shen, and then always ult, right? He has so much power later. He doesn't need to win his lane to be useful this game. It's going to be useful anyway.
Sound investments here, grabbing turret plates as well as such a big farm lead.
Yeah, the way that I'm going to judge Broken Blade's efficacy on this pick is what he stops with the steadfast presence in the team fights, because there's so much stuff that's pretty easily telegraphed, right? Ambessa, if she's anywhere, she's dashing. That's just what the character does. Justice Punch on Galio is very easy to react with the steadfast presence to. And then Shun and On also having those big dashes. So Broken Blade, yeah, the lane's going to suck, but you're going to have a lot of opportunities to make the team fights really shine.
And Bin, you know, deserves credit. He's making it suck for Broken Blade more than it's supposed to suck.
Okay.
Caps, no flash.
He's doing quite
We're
a good
dead.
job.
Ooh, Caps in some danger now, though. Here comes the taunt into the 3 Talon strike. Shun providing some help there tonight.
That's by enemy team. Probably face checked at the wrong time here, right? He's completely dark on bot side and just like walk there while his jungler is on Krug. He needed to either wait or check it through a safer place. Like over the wall from here maybe. Because he just walked into the river, but if you walk this way and drop a ward over, higher chance of not dying, I think.
BLG already got the early dragon. You know, he wants to slip in here and get something back.
Yep, and he's got Broken Blade up there as well. The state of the top lane perfectly favors G2 being able to secure all 3 of the grubs. So Skumon will complete that. Broken Blade hanging around just to make sure.
Skumon does highest farm in the game, by the way.
Important to note right now, On is
I don't know how he does it, but I feel like he does that often.
So keep your eyes
Just
on
has
the
like
Stand United.
really incredible petting.
Cooldown ultimates in the game.
Min-maxing to the max.
If I'm recalling correctly. So when On uses this early on in the game, we really need to see it result in either preventing a kill.
Highest farm in the game. That's jungle. 8 minutes in.
If you use the Shen ult and it gets wasted, it feels so bad.
Yeah, certainly does. On though, River Shen activated.
All right.
Roaming around, and he's actually accomplished so much when he links up with Shun. We talked about it last time, but Cap's nice little speed boost right here.
Hans,
Just with the
runes,
shield,
fleet footwork, presence of mind,
able to
legend
evade the
alacrity, cut
Galio
down
setup,
inspiration,
and they have
cashback,
plenty of
approach
wards there
velocity.
to see some
I
of the
think that sounds
travelers
pretty
through
nice, to be
this,
fair.
through this river
There was
and
a
through this
page
attempt
towards
at
the end
Cap's life,
of
so Caps avoids it nicely.
Senna's
All right,
80 carry
we've got 1
time
minute on the
last year, I
clock
guess,
until our
where
next
you would
Drake
use
spawns. It's gonna be
sorcery
very early
second with
second Drake, 'cause
celerity
the first
and
Drake
the
only
mana
got to
flow.
be alive for about 30
But of
seconds
course, approach
before
velocity
Shun
was like
secured
the
it
rune for Senna
BLG.
before.
Considering this second
It's
Drake
just
might
when they
result in a
changed
fight,
cookies,
I wanna check in on where
it was
all
really
the world
awkward to
is
take
at right now,
cookies
where
and approach velocity.
G2 has the
But
advantage in the
perhaps
bottom
the
lane,
way
scored
is
80 kills,
cashback
both with
plus
individual
approach
leads,
velocity,
but
or
it
even
is the
triple
solo
tonic
laners
plus approach
for
velocity,
BLG,
and
we've
just skip
heard
cookies.
analysts
I think
have
cookies in
talked
general
about
is just a
at the
bad
top
rune
of
to
the
take
day.
if you're not
Italy,
playing
I
a
believe,
tank,
was the
right?
one who mentioned
Because
the
it
power of the
because
solo
it
lanes,
increases
the
your
skill
max
of Knight
HP,
and
which
Bin
is nice for a
is going to
tank,
be
but for any
something
other
that
role, it's kind of
G2
like
needs to
whatever.
prove they can stand toe-to-toe with if they want to be able to win this best of 5.
Especially if you're using
something
cut down,
everybody
it doesn't go
who
hand in hand,
plays
right?
against them is
You
going
want
to
to be
have
low
to
HP
deal
for
with,
that one to proc all the time.
One of the greatest strengths, you know, BLG.
So I like the idea of
it's
doing
always so fun to
cashback
watch
plus
their
approach velocity. I think that
skirmishes.
makes
These
sense. Happy to try that
early
one.
stages just are so exciting where they can get skirmishes.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! Nice flash.
Oh, the force of the flash
flash, nice
on
flash.
Caps there with the arrow. If that collides, Caps is 100% dead.
Yeah, I think I'll try. I'll try his pitch. If I play Senna, I'll try his pitch. I think that makes sense. He has pickaxe longsword now, so he could be going what? Shiv most likely, no? Galio ult and Shen flash for Nautilus flash. That's worked, by the way, and solo bolo top. Solo bolo. And they survived bot. Looking good for G2.
There it is, Ambessa nullified. Nice job, Broken Blade. The solo bolo, and Labrov had avoided the Galio ult on bottom side. G2 winning everywhere. Even though Caps does take a large chunk of HP, they're
Might be
still
a fight
on the
here, but they don't have
dragon.
Galio ult. Or Shen arrow. Sorry, Ash arrow. Or Shen flash. Shen no flash, by the way. Can they focus Shen? Otherwise go Ash, I think. Help Senna, help Senna. Maybe running. Shen is dead, but maybe running anyway. Run, run, run. Try to live. Try to live, try to live. Nice. Just out. Nice, nice, nice. Nice, by the way.
There's our fire right
Or
now. Flowers
he's playing
wins
good.
Caps, though he does not have flash, so Knight wants to mess around.
Uh-oh, we're getting cocky now. I jinxed it. Why did we go again? Why did we go again? We were out. Everyone was out. Literally everyone was out. And then we decided to go again, and we just forgot about Shen ult, I guess. I think we forgot about Shen ult, by the way. Yeah, that's why that happened. They forgot about Shen ult.
Compromised health bars, but BLG doesn't have the resources to try to dive them.
Yeah, I mean, they got to calm down now. The pace,
pump the brakes.
The pace was
Yeah, I think they
really,
literally they just
really
forgot about Shen ult.
accelerated
There's no
there
other
for a
explanation
while.
because
You know, with
taking that
a
fight
big
again doesn't make
investment,
sense.
they invested
Otherwise.
the flash from Shen and the Galio ult to start that play on Labrov way back when, Flowers, before Broken Blade had solo killed Ben as well. And that was a big investment at the
He's owning him top now.
attempt on the Nautilus's life, and Labrov just flashed out of the range. So really good sequence from G2 afterwards. Skumon stays on the dragon. He finishes the objective. Then they go for the turn, and they know that Shen has no flash from last time. He tried to use it on Labrov, and then they focus him down, so Hans is able to flash to safety, and Skumon just stays on that Shen. They get their kill. But remember, Flowers, this fight goes so long, that Shen that just died is going to get back up and ult back
Shen's
into,
revenge!
and ult back into the fight.
Yeah, they
here,
could
right
just
on
leave
top
if they
of Knight.
wanted.
On his back.
They forgot.
His action score is staying very, very high in this game. Right after he dies, gets back up, and ults back into the action.
That G2 fan jumped up out of his
Oh, arrow!
excited. Bonk. I love the
It's
crowd
from
here.
bot, no? Or it's from mid?
Scrapping with Broken Blade
From
yet
mid.
again. Keeper's verdict. Only
Such
the
a long
point-blank
stun.
range, but he sidesteps away from the ultimate.
Shibile arrow. 9. Everyone dies there?
But nice patience there from Skew, getting away with the vault breaker, providing enough distance from
Shen is behind though. Does he solo? No, he has the Sundered guy. He will heal himself.
He wants to get that last
fine,
little bit of damage, but he just
because of the item, he's
have it.
fine.
Skewmon stays alive.
Ah, that arrow.
For BLG in the
Stunned
top
for
side
so
of the
long.
Locket of the Iron Stellaris Shen, not enough damage to finish.
He would have enough damage to Shen if he didn't have the item on bite. It's the item that saves him. He just heals too much.
They did have a really good play, and credit to Viper. The Ash Arrow is what started that all off. Ash Arrow from downtown.
He's got no flash, by the way.
Knights.
Yeah,
So we just ult this guy and no,
he
Sin
takes
is
a bit
here.
of a beating, loses about half his health bar, but again, we're
Throwing
still
a bit,
pretty early on
getting
in the
too
game.
excited.
Hans is not a powerhouse yet
It's okay.
on the Senna. He has the static shift to provide
win.
the extra wave clear. There's your Coinbase gold grind kind of showing where our AD carries are at so far in this game. Overall, it's a 1,000 gold lead for BLG,
Can win.
so still very close over the first 14 minutes of the game.
Yeah, and they also got to add the soul grind flowers for Hans Sama here.
That rhymes.
Because, because that is also a critical part to the scaling of this champion, of course.
So he went Shiv into Black Cleaver on Senna.
Style build here on Senna after.
I think it's correct. I think it's correct.
Gonna have that
I don't see the
extra
lethality build unless you like
bind.
you are like really
nice,
ahead
replay from the
and
observers. The Ash Arrow that we were talking about got a shot here from Viper from downtown, and it went
like
through the
Shiv just
terrain,
seems
so
as a must
BB
item.
didn't
So
have opportunity to dodge that at all. Just
unless you're ahead,
for him,
which
he
means
got
you can't buy
sniped by
lethality,
Viper,
you've
and
got to start with Shiv. And once you start with Shiv, it's like too late to go
Good shot
lethality.
from
So what are you
Viper.
doing then? It has to be Black Cleaver, right?
They are going
I think when I played it, I did Shiv Rapid Fire Infinity. But into enemy team, Rapid Fire Cannon is just troll item in general. Does nothing. Look at their champions. They have 4 melee champions diving on top of you. So this game should not be Rapid Fire whatever, like at any point.
okay.
Whatever
They actually
order of
use
items you have, it should never be
mid
Rapid
at some
Fire
point so they can
this
actually
game
open up
on
the
Senna.
map here, 'cause
I think
if you
Shiv
got
Cleaver
Galio and
Infinity
Shen
makes
on your
sense.
team,
Shiv
you
Cleaver
can take that
even
mid
like
lane, then start to move your vision in through both sides of the jungle. You put so much
Is it Shiv
pressure
Cleaver
on
Dusk and
when they're
Dawn,
rotating
actually?
between objectives, especially with how
Is
they
that an
were
item
playing
build?
and the
Wasn't
heavy
there
engagements
someone
that
of you
were
that told me this yesterday? Or day before yesterday? Shiv, Dusk and Dawn, Black Cleaver, or you said Shiv, Black Cleaver, Dusk and Dawn.
Yeah,
Pretty sure those 3
this
items
whole
were the
game
ones you
has really
mentioned.
been taking a beating with,
That would make sense this game,
the
no?
pace of the game. We'll see if
Because
he
Rapid
does
doesn't make
end up
sense this
getting
game.
the
Rapid is a bad item this
big
game.
Tibbers play or something, but as you
Playing
said, it's a full
into
complete
Galio,
down
Sin
on
Zhao, and
Galio.
Besta Shen. It's just a bad item. Straight up bad item. Shouldn't buy it. Has flash on Nautilus here, should be fine. Yeah, can just queue out. We're tipping to fight here, but honestly not sure if we can fight this, you know? Like, we don't have damage, do we? The Senna doesn't deal damage. Who is gonna kill the Galio here? Who is gonna kill the Sin here? Unless they're finding a one-shot, aren't they just losing this fight straight up? And they got Solo Bolo top, by the way. Broken Blade is dead. Yo, we gotta run. I don't think we win this. Broken Blade is dead as well. Yo, out. We don't win this. BB died top, by the way.
BLG will take the dragon, they'll take the turret right after, and Mr. Kobe, they've taken a nearly 3,000 gold lead.
Yeah, Bin took Broken Blade's life while they were taking the dragon, and he's going to take the tower on top side afterwards, too. So, yeah, BLG accelerating pretty quickly.
Solo Bolo.
First we got Shen's revenge, now it's Bin's revenge.
Yeah, so it's interesting
Ooh,
because
buffered ult
you
on
wanna hear
ult.
what the comms were like too of the dragon
Smart.
fight, because both of them on top side can interrupt each other's teleports, and so they were both like keeping range on each other, and then it ends up with Bin having the open terrain fight here, opportunity to take down Broken Blade. So nice stuff there.
I
from
feel like
Bin.
G2's comp
Broken Blade,
doesn't have enough
gonna
damage.
work on his Fimbulwinter and get extra tanky next, so he can provide
At least not yet,
some
anyway.
value in the team fights. You know, he
Like,
wants
who
to
is
be
killing the
taking
Galio?
team fights, wanted to be in there with a
Or
steadfast
Sin?
presence with the rest of
Or
the
even
team, so
Shen?
he can block these dashes.
I feel like
on
the
side
damage
of
is so
BLG.
low.
I don't know if they're gonna
Is it
give
just
the
me?
chance here. BLG doing a very good job
So low damage,
accelerating,
no?
so the next dragon,
That 4v4
they're
we
gonna
just
have
saw,
really
like
good
regardless of
setup,
top
and you
lane
can see it
situation,
already
it
taking
just doesn't look
opportunity, trying to
winnable.
get really deep vision in the jungle.
Whatever they do, whoever they
Earlier you
focus,
get
it just
your
doesn't look
vision
winnable.
down leading up to important dragon fights, the easier it is to track enemies' vision and set up the next set of wards for yourself. So
Yeah, Viper
although it
was
is very long until the
LCK
next
with
dragon,
Griffin, and then he was
already,
EDG, right?
bodes quite well for BLG's
And then
setup.
back to Korea
So
for
when I checked
HLE,
earlier,
and
it
now
was BLG solo lanes with the lead,
actually
but
played in one
bottom
team
lane
before
of
HLE as
G2
well,
pulling
didn't he?
ahead
Well, he's
over
back
their
in
counterparts.
LPL now, yeah.
When you look at the scoreboard,
It's been a bit back and
everyone
forth.
except for the jungle
Forth
is
and back.
pretty significantly ahead on the BLG side. If you're G2,
50
how
souls
do you
at
stay
20
relevant?
minutes.
How do you make it so, okay, let's just keep scaling, keep farming souls for Hans.
That's not
without
good.
BLG just snowballing even further.
Actually,
it's
farming
pretty
Senna, maybe
hard,
it's fine.
but
I'm
they
more
are
thinking
going to have
fasting
to
Senna now.
choose
Maybe
their
it's fine,
moment
actually.
and, you know, look
Because if
for
you're
the
fasting
big
Senna, you want to have
play
100
from
souls at 20
Cass.
minutes.
I mean, you know, you can actually start
So he's
it off
half
both
of that,
ways. Obviously, they have
basically.
Vi
He's
and they
half
have
behind of
Ramos
where he
too.
should be. And
But
I guess
they
that
have
makes
to
sense
get
for
their,
farming Senna,
their
right?
big surprise play here. Maybe carve out some
Should be
vision
about
for
half
themselves like
behind.
they've
Yeah,
just
maybe
done.
it's
We
fine,
were
actually.
mentioning all the setup, and look at that.
I'm not
It's
sure
all
for
turned red
fasting,
now. All
sorry,
the
farming
wards,
Senna was good at
Lavrov,
20. I know for
and
fasting
Skumons
Senna 100 at
able to
20 is
clear
good.
out a lot of
Anything
these
below that,
wards
you're behind
and get
schedule.
themselves a pathway
But
here
I'm not sure
to
what's on
set up
schedule
that big
for
play. Will
farming
say, of
Senna.
course, Hans always
It's such a long
scaling
time
here,
since I played
always
farming
stacking
Senna.
up the souls. His black cleaver we were talking about is also completed. So
Like,
they
for
can
real,
shred.
for real.
They can really shred
I
through
think
front
literally
line.
the last time was
Denting
2020,
blows,
Because
black cleaver
any
on
other time I
Senna.
played Senna after that in Pro,
See
it was
what they
always
decide to go with
fasting.
here. Until the big moment, though, they're just trying
When I played it in
to
KC, it
see
was
Fleet head
fasting.
to
When I
their
played with
side lanes.
G2, it
It's a
was
little bit
fasting.
difficult because of the Shen
When I
and
played it
the,
with T1, it was
Galio
fasting.
that we mentioned, but
I think the troll farming game I had last year with Kadril, like, I didn't prepare for it. I don't know. I actually don't know what I even had in soul count that game. I have no idea. Maybe some of you can go back and check if you want, but I have no idea. It was in July, I think, last year. Me and Kadril played bot together. I played farming Senna. That's the only farming Senna game I have since 2020, I'm pretty sure. So I actually don't know what soul count is supposed to be. What the soul count is supposed to be, I have no idea. Let's see what item he buys now. I really hope it's not Rapid. Rapid is so bad this game. It should be... Like, it's Infinity or Dusk and Dawn, I guess. Those are your options, I think. I don't know about the Dusk and Dawn build. It sounds good, though. Like, the theory of it sounds good. I don't know if it's actually good in a game like this, though, because you're lacking damage. So maybe you need to just buy damage? Question mark?
Maybe top side play. They could cross map, maybe finish off the rest of that turret or something. And exchange some gold for it and just keep Hansama stacking souls.
The game I'm talking about was an official game. I played an official game with Kadril bots. I played Senna, he played Braum in July last year.
The decision, BLG here, of course, trying to keep track of both, and Bin is able to push out the top.
It's my only 80 carry game last year.
Bin should always be able to get first move.
Anyway.
2-item Ambessa, very threatening with his Spear of Sojin done.
Okay, so looking at the scoreboard, every summoner spell for both teams is available except for the cleanse from Hans.
Are we dead?
Human gets stunned up by the arrow. Knight wants to follow in for the taunt, but a nice interrupt from Lavrov means that BLG will not be able to chain CC.
Good thing that hit Vi. If that hits Senna without cleanse, we're just cooked.
It's
really close to hit Senna. Might as well have hit Senna, to be honest.
G2, however, have first walk into the river. Shun with the rest
I feel better about a 5v5. Like, when I saw this situation 4v4, I didn't feel so good, but 5v5 it feels better. Looking at it now, it feels better. Two behind, though. Yo. We gotta mark the flank. If this Ambessa hits an ult on any of our carries, we're cooked. Mark the flank! Hey, this is a bad timing. Mark the flank. You gotta walk into the Ambessa. No, if you don't walk into the Ambessa, you're cooked. Someone's gotta mark the Ambessa. If he hits ult and backline, it's cooked better. It's cooked anyway. Run. Unless... No, it's still run angle. But they got a 1-for-1 though. Yo, someone's gotta mark the flank, no? When the guy's behind like that?
Oh yeah, I mean they got so split.
I feel like you gotta walk into the Ambessa there. There's no way you win a fight if the Ambessa can have that angle, I think.
Setting up BLG for Soul. Coming in 5.
I feel like they're really lucky to get a 1-for-1 here. It could have been so fucking bad. Sorta worked out. I mean, they lost to Drake, but the 1-for-1 in this situation is way better than you should get, probably. Wait, Bin didn't have ult this fight. Maybe it was fine actually to leave him. I didn't think about that. Maybe that's why they left him actually, because he didn't have ult. And they of course know that, so maybe they just leave him on the flank like that without ult. It's possible. Maybe possible. Oh, yeah. I am gonna refresh this so you don't have to deal with this.
Still accomplish their goal, get their third dragon, and we're looking towards.
Yo. Am I dropping
Infernal
frames?
Soul here to add that
I'm not
extra
dropping
damage.
frames.
Yeah, Infernal Soul. Sometimes
I'll try
different souls can
to...
feel like they're
I think I leave it,
worse
okay? I think I leave it. I'm not gonna go to the
Infernal
future
Soul
because I might
always
fuck up
feels good.
the stream
Just
more.
having that extra
I'll
burst
just leave it.
potential there, as the gold lead has shrank back down below 3,000, so G2 will feel good about that. And it looks like
This could be good now. This could be good, I think. This is just a free kill.
Captain Skewmon both coming in to follow up.
This is
Knight
free
tried
kill.
to get away, but nice stun from
And they can't do
Caps.
Nash either, just carry mid.
Over to the blast cone.
Kill.
Yeah, he gets away from Skewmon, but
Nice.
he walks right back in towards the other two, and Skewmon takes the kill anyway. G2 get their 5th one.
Yeah, great.
And they don't get Nash either, but they
As
get
soon
top
as
tier
he's
2, I
like,
guess.
Oh, Knight is going to trade on me. He starts walking for a good angle on his
Yeah,
charge.
top tier 2.
And ensures that the extra members of G2 can get that kill.
Ooh, On, finding himself taking a little bit of unnecessary damage here. He flashes away from Skewmon. The depth charge is on the BLG support, however.
I feel like with that Senna item, he's going Hex Optics, no?
For G2 to follow up.
And you're still going to have to worry about Bin.
The Noon
This
Quiver
Tempest is going
equals
to be
Hex
really scary here.
Optics, right?
I honestly
What else
argue
does it
it's
equal? It
Bin
equals
during the bottom side play where G2
Lord
sent
Dominic, but
3
you can't
people
buy that,
across
can
the
you?
minimap
Black Cleaver
there.
plus Lord Dominic, you
Was
cannot buy
able to
both
get that secondary
together,
turret
no?
on the top side. So Bin working out
Can you?
on
No, you
the
can't.
split push up there.
They block each other, no?
We'll keep track.
So it has to be
Level
Hex
16
Optics
here
then.
for him. Definitely very threatening.
Steel Sigil in the inventory means that we're going to get something like a Guardian Angel or Death Stance, something that's going to be that much more obnoxious on this champion that already creates so much pressure. The tier 1 turret down here in the bottom
So he
lane
goes
for
Hex
BLG
Optics
is
here, and then he
really
goes
standing a
Infinity.
single
I like it
attack
actually.
in each
I like it, I
champion
like
to knock that over.
But much better than Rapid
Tibbers
Fire, for
trying to
sure.
hit Viper with it, but really doesn't
For
get a
sure,
whole
for
lot of
sure.
value out
For
of
sure,
that
for sure.
ultimate. It's totally fine though. There's nothing really big to fight for unless for some reason somebody starts a YOLO Baron. 2.5 minutes on the clock still until what will be the Infernal Soul for BLG spawns, and G2 will have to be ready for that.
I think 5v5 winnable, 4v4 not winnable, so you need both top laners to be involved, kinda. Like, you need your Poppy there. I think without the Poppy there, it's a bit awkward. You just need the Poppy there.
Lead for BLG, and that's 5 minutes later on in the game than when we had the 3,500 lead. So honestly, G2 is probably feeling a lot better about taking this fair fight in the river against BLG to stop the Soul.
Yeah, I think I'm going to keep my eyes on is how much damage they're able to actually output. Hex,
There's the Hex Optics.
here, though.
So now it should be Infinity, right? You just get Infinity now, and the last item is like BT maybe, lifesteal item.
A little bit of damage on this comp really is going to be meaningful.
Or PD.
So you're going to have to keep track of
Maybe
BLG,
BT, last
how
item.
they use their shields, the Galio shield.
Yo, I
and the
kinda like
Shen
it.
shield. Those will be critical as well.
I feel like that Hex
in
Optics
setting up
item
for
is
this
really
one.
strong.
G2 trying to get some early positioning,
Like that
but
Jhin
it's
game I
still
had
the
earlier
top
when I
side
bought it
always
first felt
means
so good.
BLG going to have the early push and early move.
And I like the going for Executioners here, going for Mortal Reminder for Viper as the third item. Not only are you going to cut the Senna healing, but you're going to really reduce the effectiveness of that Protoplasm harness.
This could be something good, no? This could be good. This could be good. This could be good. Play it? G2 gotta play this. That's a free kill. They started with 1 kill already. Play. Gotta play this, I think. Best chance, best chance. Go, go, go.
Forced away by G2.
I feel like we gotta commit there, no? The chance will not get better than that. It's basically starting the fight 5v4. I think that was it. Had to just commit there, everything.
Interesting, because Broken Blade, no flash now, and he used his heal, but didn't die, as you say, and is just going to be able to reset here. So BLG still in a good position mid.
Yep, and there's your flash away from Skewmon. So now this sequence,
Aye.
in the past 30 seconds, Broken Blade, Skewmon, and LeBron have all used flashes on the G2 side.
Exactly, and that's what you're looking for leading up to the Dragon. Now 30 seconds, though, on the Dragon. What those flashes did get G2 is position. Position with control wards in the river. Let's see if that actually matters.
And BLG still trying to take out this mid lane tier 1 turret of G2 that has refused to fall for the entire game thus far. TP coming in as Broken Blade joins up with the rest of G2. On looking to be the first one into the scrap here. Steadfast Presence isn't going to block anything immediately. On tackle back into the wall.
Hope it was decent.
A ton of damage. Wind becomes lightning. Shun's creating space here with the ulti, but LeBron is still alive. The Winds of War claim his life as Knight's going to be taken low and he's taken out. Tibbers is making a little bit of space, but in goes Bin. Down goes Broken Blade. Caps is the one who gets the kill credit on Knight, but the wind becomes lightning, finds the Annie. Bin's got to be careful here. Hans Sama still has a little bit left.
Hit the wrong guy. No way, he kills all of them! He kills all! What? Rito Games! Rito Games! What? What? He kills all! I thought he hit the wrong guy and might even die, but he just killed all of them. Anyway. Aj, 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 aj. I'm bästa champion. I feel like though, like, the G2 comp has no damage, by the way. Because Poppy hit 2 people in ult here. Look at after Poppy ult. So Poppy's gonna ult 2 people out, and then they're hitting in a 5v3, and they're just not dying. Look at this. Poppy's gonna ult 2 people out, and there's 3 people left from BLG, and they're just not dying. No one is dying. No one is taking damage. There's no damage. They had time to get Poppy ulted out, walk back before anyone died. The damage is just not there. I feel like it's not normal that the guys flying out from the Poppy ult have time to come back before anyone died. Normally you die in the in-between, you know? They just didn't take damage at all.
I don't care. I see the angle.
They don't have damage.
All grouped up. I'm going in with the ult. I
Yes.
get the triple effectiveness there.
Why would you buy lethality now on Senna? What are you buying with lethality? Aren't you gonna buy infinity here always? What's lethality for? Edge of Nights? Don't you need infinity here? For sure.
He just got as many kills in the cleanup of that fight as the rest of the team has put together, and also all of those are on Knight.
Ben is for sure G2 father.
You need to buy infinity here, no?
Showing it. He's got a QSS flowers.
Oh my goodness, he is just he's out of control. All right, it's a 7,000 gold lead plus an Infernal Soul plus Baron for BLG. G2 have got to make a miraculous defense here at this point. All 5 grouped up. Dredgeline hits Shun. Immediate defensive Zen ulti in response.
Arrow miss.
G2 from going any further forward right now. Shun's gonna pop the blast cone just so it can't interfere if any fights do break out. Hans, Broken Blade, and Labrov trying to defend this. Caps answering Knight over in the mid lane here at the same time. Baron and Powered Cannon Minions, 2 of them continuing to chip away at this turret HP. BLG on the push. Another volley hits, and the volley is so nasty with the Infernal Soul, Kobe. It feels like it doubles the damage of the thing, as there goes the tier 3 turret in the bottom lane. Pressure continues over in mid. Labrov just denied. Bin legendary, 8 kills here on the
basically the game here. So they're slowly gonna bleed them out here.
There's no way
Game will end in like 30 seconds.
Broken Blade and the rest of G2 trying to defend.
I don't think they're gonna back off and play top. I think they're just gonna sit there with the minions being buffed up from Baron, and they're gonna slowly end here.
Those 2 cannon minions still the artillery
It will end in like 20 seconds.
Putting the pressure onto the turrets. Broken Blade stepping forward, trying to create some space, buy a little bit of time, but he's down below half HP. It's very, very dangerous even for the tanky Poppy.
They actually pull it off, yeah. Alright, game goes on a little bit. They could probably force that, but they're gonna play it safe. Understandable it is, after all, a pretty important game.
I mean, honestly, no matter what side you are on, even European fans, you have to marvel at Bin at the international stage when he is at his best, when he is just performing. It is so fun to watch. And this is Aftermath, of course, the previous play is where Ben did all the work. He's gonna do a little more work here. He's like, all right, you know, I'm gonna dash in and snipe Labrov, 1 more kill. But the reason BLG are wearing Infernal Soul and Baron right now also are because of him.
Bin it to win it. This dude is
Serpent Fang.
So much
Serpent Fang on Senna.
Game number 1. Viper with a nice arrow onto Caps. There's your taunt flash from On to follow it up. Defensive Tibbers isn't going to matter.
Didn't have flash here on any. Not much counterplay.
Immediately. And now with the mid laner dead for 45 seconds, you have to think this is the game-ending push here for BLG. Viper might be below half HP, but he's already got a Guardian Angel. BLG looking to take the fight now. Skumon into the back.
Viper might go down to GA, but I don't think they can play it post-GA anyway. Like, even if they get him down to GA, is it playable after? Not really, no. No, it's not.
Still low. Resurrection's going to come out onto Skumon through his own Guardian Angel. Broken Blade escapes off to the side, but Skumon is down. They continue going forward. And Sama is caught. G2. This is their last gasp in game 1. Knight takes the kill on the Brav. BLG has a 5v1. There's nothing Broken Blade can do to defend it. That Nexus is not long for this world. Can they get the ace at the very end, right on the steps of the fountain? I believe they can.
Oh.
Ace for
Caps.
Ben and BLG.
Kill them all.
Game 1.
Gabi.
Huh. Flowers. I wonder who people will vote for player of the game.
I do not know, Kobe. I am truly perplexed.
I truly am confused and wonder, analyst-esque, what do you think?
Don't care. Didn't ask, guys. I'm tired of this Bin guy over and over again. Every international event, he's adding I'm starting on Europe later his book collection. Like, guys, can we, Bin, can you stop? Can you chill? You're good.
Can you chill?
We get it. You're
No
really
chill.
good. You don't have to style on us every time.
So Emily, on
has no
Pog, right?
chill.
On Pog?
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
How many stacks did I have in that
I
game,
mean, it's fine,
Nessa?
it's game one.
Yeah.
What was it
Actually,
about?
I can just pull it up on
Because
stream.
getting ahead, and
I can just pull it up
I
on
will say
stream.
this.
So this was
When
what?
we were looking at draft,
Yeah.
Raz and I were
Reckless, Cadrel,
like,
bot
where's the
lane.
damage coming
Oh, I didn't mean to. Okay, we can just have this like this.
from? This is
Just so you have the
Bin
sound in the
preparing
background.
for a really great flank onto Skimon.
Yeah, and the one thing I wanted to point out here before we actually started out was basically Pog
How do
doesn't
I
have
find
any
this? Find
real
this?
target
Lost
ult. If
Tones.
he ults out the Galio, a Galio is going to be able to re-enter the fight with ulti, right? If you ult out the Shen, and if you play the rest of the game out, because they're protecting their backline, yes, you ult out on, guess what? Shen ultis right back into the fight, and they get their engage. So it's really difficult from
How can this be so
perspective,
difficult?
Even with the solo kill that happened top lane, it's like, well, how are you going to actually start the fights out?
But
Wait, let me
after
think.
all of this, actually, it was still only one
It
for
was
one trade
summer
in
at
this fight,
some
right?
point.
And so the big thing is when we were looking at these comps, we were like, okay, if G2 is able to really play front to back with the Senna, then they can get some damage done. But this
Before this, here.
game was so much slower,
Right?
than
Nerk
what
is Nemme. They beat me and knocked me out. We were tied for a playoff spot and then they knocked me out.
So that's why we are here. It's your long con. I go for the blue.
This
I'm
game.
coming back.
Tante should be top. Sorry, Tramus should be top side.
But how can I see how many souls I had? Do they have my POV ever?
Tali will look at B.
We shouldn't let them enter too much.
Actually,
Might
I
be
have it
there.
on my YouTube. Why am I on Lost Tones YouTube? I have it on my YouTube. For sure. Nope, not Witchcrafts. Lost Tones. I'm pretty sure I have it here somewhere, I think. Before this. Before this. Here, yeah. I think. Yeah. It's lagging a bit. Okay, let's see. I played Farming Senna this game.
That wasn't
We got him,
flash, but we'll take it.
Yeah, that was so delayed. Like.
Let's
But
check
it was on
like
cooldown, I swear. Yeah.
20 minutes. My soul count was 60.
I'm going to fight here.
20 minutes, 60 soul.
Is Rella flash? I think Rella's
No
flash.
flash on the trundle, no?
Don't sack here. Don't sack.
The skin is so goated. High Noon Senna is so goated.
Tag the trundle if you can. I don't see anything.
Around, but I can also use the bot.
Go, 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 go.
I'm coming.
Trundle no flash, guys. Trundle no flash. Flash Jin.
We got Takan.
Get towering with.
Can you do it without me? I would prefer to.
This mic is fine,
Yeah,
no?
Azir can do it, but
The sound is fine. This is the one I will be using if I was when I'm going to Korea. This headset right here with the mic.
they're on a timer.
Behind us.
That's how it would be when I go to
Just
Korea.
already, just
There's
now.
trundle all the way behind. Should we go back and get the guy? Look, he's just like
fine, no?
controlling down there.
Aliyah has
Sounds
ulti,
fine.
she's spawning in
Let's
5
hunt the trundle,
seconds.
no? Let's hunt the
I'm
trundle.
backing into the-
I have wood for you, Velia. I think he has flash, okay? I think.
This was the last time I played Farming Senna.
I have
Can you
Q
get
In
him?
pro.
Yeah, yeah.
That wasn't
We got him, no?
flash, but we'll
Let's see. We can put on the sound here again.
But yes, in terms of what do we go for next,
Senna.
I think you go for the same kind of strategy because at least for
It's all my
BLG,
Senna
you
games
don't
in pro
have access
ever.
to the ambassador.
So I had the Farming Senna last year, the one we just watched. Then I had support Senna with Smashy 2024 and a bunch of games in 2024 that were all support / fasting. Then I had a bit in 2022 with KC, both fasting as well. And then I had quite a bit in 2021, which was fasting for the most part. This one was not. And neither was this one.
Listen, it doesn't start with success.
G2 versus Astralis.
Delusion.
29th of January,
Delusion, there's no
2021.
game. As long as we can play Mbessa.
Is it-
Again,
is
maybe
it
that's gonna help us. BLG,
G2
super
versus
strong start
Astralis?
here in game one.
Reckless
Let's see
Senna.
if you can come
Is
back
it
here.
possible?
We can safely go over.
Ah, maybe not. 2021, January. Oh, League of Legends. It's this game, I guess. But it's highlights only. I just want to see if the soul count is like reasonable, but I guess it's not. It's not reasonable to look at the soul count from this far back, no? Okay, the quality just said no.
Reckless making his mark on that fight. Wow, and G2 are just as sport is quite. It just came up to be in trouble here, but White Knight also in trouble on the bottom.
Is it possible to see the soul count this far back?
Manages to get one, trying to reset.
How many kickouts can you do?
Actually, I was clicked there. 35. 35 at 19? Was that bad back then? I don't know. It's so far back. Maybe no point to look anymore like this. Maybe no point.
Okay. John, can you beat 4?
Well, I had 60 in last year's game, and he had 50 today. So I guess it's somewhere there.
Okay. You know what?
Oh yeah, is Shyvana out actually? Can you play the new Shyvana on the client? Is it possible? Or not yet? It is out. Yo, let's play the new Shyvana. While we wait. Just get a feel for it. Shyvana. Yo. I'm just gonna take something random like this. That'll be fine. Okay.
The greatest players in the world are here.
I will just take something. It doesn't matter. No, I will hit a dummy anyway.
Like you've never seen them before. Will as the Arcade Storm doing so much work in Gen G. They are just going to ace them.
Okay, so maybe should I mute the stream while we are doing this? Just mute a bit so we can focus up. I'll give you some tunes as well. One sec. Okay. So passive. Take down some champions, large monsters, and monsters earn Shyvana stacks of scale mail. Each stack grants Shyvana permanent armor and MR. So I guess farming, killing objectives, killing champions basically makes you tankier. Okay. Q. Passive. Shyvana's attacks deal blah 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 on hit and reduce his abilities. This ability's cooldown by 125. So passively you're gonna reduce your Q by attacking. Shyvana's next attack strikes in a cone around the target. Maybe recast after an attack or a short delay within 4 seconds. The recast strikes in a circle around the target as well. So is this an auto reset? It is. Both times it is. So I guess it's auto Q, auto Q. And then if you keep hitting, you're gonna reduce the CD. So auto Q, and then hitting reduces the CD. I guess it would more look like auto Q, auto Q, something like this. This is how it would look in a real game. Something like that. I'm just gonna keep going normal form and then we'll do Drake form later. Wraps herself in flames, increased, blah blah blah, nearby enemy champions and movement speed. Moving towards enemy champions, so if I move this way, it's slower than if I move that way. Okay. And then it explodes or what? Detonates. So either if the shield breaks, when the effect ends, the shield is broken, or upon recast, the area around her detonates. So if you run away from enemies, slower than if you run towards, and then it explodes and deals damage. And you get a shield if there's enemy champions nearby. Because for example here, look at the shield now. I'm close to 2 targets. You can see the range if I'm hovering W. That's my shield right now. If I do it from here, it's about the same. This one is lower. So what's the range for the shield? This one feels the same as if I'm next to them. Or? Kind of the same. What if I'm in the middle of all 4? What's the range for this? This one is for sure less. Feels like the range of getting the shield, depending on enemy champion, is longer than the actual range of the detonation. If that makes sense. Then E. Launches a fireball at the target location. It explodes upon striking an enemy or reaching its terminus. So it can't go through. Like if you're looking for this guy, it doesn't go through. So then we'd have to E-flash, I guess. Yeah, exactly. E-flash. Because it doesn't go through this guy. So you can't throw an E like this, you need to E-flash. I was slow there. Like that. Or just flash E. But trust me, the way to do it is E-flash. It's not flash E. Because that's too slow. E-flash. E-flash. That's the way to do it. Alright, then we have the ult. Generates Dragon Fury by striking enemies with attacks and abilities. Let me see if the game has started. It has not started. So you generate Fury with attacks and abilities, increased by 200% while in Dragon form, and reduced by 75% when striking in an area against non-champions. When striking in an area against non-champions. So I guess that's minions and jungle camps. And then you have the ult, which throws you somewhere. Oh, you can choose how far you go. So I will put fire below me, I think. Becoming unstoppable and flying to the target location by breathing fire on enemies below and causing them to flee. Damn. Alright, now that we're Drake form, Shyvana gains an additional recast, causing her to bite the target of her next attack. So I guess it's auto Q, and then you get another one. You get a third one that deals true damage. So like old Rek'Sai E? No, current Rek'Sai E is same, I guess. Alright, I will put this just on pause. And then we watch, because the series started. We can continue this after. I just need to unmute, I think, and then everything should be good. We continue after.
Support Shen made it happen. The only time Bin died the whole game was the solo death to Broken Blade up there in the top lane. So even though BB did slow down that Mbessa early on with the solo kill, with the outplay, it wasn't enough to stop him from running wild. As now, G2 is going to focus the support role here again. It's Karma, Bard, and Jarvan banned out by G2. 2 out of 3 of those are the same as game number 1. It's just they replaced the Varus with the Bard. Over on the other side, BLG taking out Orianna, Ryze, and Rumble. Yet again, G2 selected first pick. BLG picked blue side.
So I have pretty big, priority on Pantheon. I know I'm really focused on jungle usually, but Pantheon looks really
Varus first pick, that is potentially a flex as well, right? Could be top lane.
As well. It just provides so many things. You can build a lot of comps around point and click CC as well as the semi-global. There's your
could be top lane.
Explains why they didn't ban it.
So this is potentially Sivir blind, by the way. It could just be top lane Varus here.
G2 opt to ban the Ryze again instead. The Orianna and Ryze will stay banned.
I feel like if they pick Sivir here, they're kind of like saying that's Varus bot no matter what. Sivir Alistar makes sense. Don't want to play Sivir into Alistar, so you kind of have to pick the Alistar here as well. If you want to pick Sivir here, makes sense. But now you have a lot of options here for G2 bot lane. You can play literally anything you want, including just moving the Varus to top lane.
I mean, with Spell Shield and an Alistar
Varus Nico bot lane looks good, I think.
Already showing some pretty good protection here for Viper, for BLG.
Don't mind it.
Yep, and we'll see how the laning phase goes for them. You can see this Nico.
It's about to get worse.
I feel like if they lock this Nico though, that's just Varus bot lane, by the way. Doesn't make sense otherwise. That's probably just Varus bot lane now then.
Also a champion in the game.
Yeah, so it's not going to be fun. On the minion wave, you know?
So probably this pick here should be jungle, right?
We clear the
Unless you have a mid prio or a top prio.
But yeah,
But probably
Verestigo,
jungle here.
One of the most fearsome
Could go
on the
like
lane, so
no
G2 have
Sin, no
decided,
Vine, no
hey,
Jarvan.
let's go bot
Pantheon,
Cryo.
Dr. Mundo.
Try this.
I like it.
Yes.
I'm a Dr. Mundo enjoyer for sure.
Skewmdo?
But this opens like Aatrox jungle, Ambessa is out, Naafiri jungle, it's also a counter in some way. It doesn't necessarily counter him, you know, but there are some champions that do better into him, and Naafiri is one of them. I think Aatrox is another, Sahin jungle is another.
Really early on, and we'll see about that scaling. Ooh, shouldn't some carry jungle action here with the Naafiri would be
Gnar
fun,
with the
but,
ban.
not quite yet.
It's the second game in a row they do top lane with bans, no? Here on 3. Last game they pick Ambessa and they ban Renekton on Jax, and this game they pick Gnar, and now they're gonna ban 2 top laners again. They're really prioritizing Bin so far. And I think G2 is making a mistake, and probably they will realize after this game, if they lose, to choose first pick. Because by choosing first pick, they allow enemy top laner to pick on 3 and ban for it. So they should choose second pick. If they lose this game, they should go second pick and make sure top lane is in good state. Because first game, Bin carry, and now he's again picking and banning 2. So there's a high chance he carry again, which means the next game, G2 just has to choose second pick so that he can actually be stopped, you know, by forcing him to blind. Like, by choosing second pick as G2, you can basically say, we're gonna last pick top lane if you pick it 4-5. We're gonna pick our top laner on 3 if you pick it 2-3. We're just gonna answer your top lane pick with our top lane pick always, and you have to blind. That's something they can force if they have second pick.
What G2, how deep do they want to go into the
So definitely something to think about if you lose this game. How to make top lane better. Which I think is choosing second pick and just like drafting second. Yeah. Drafting to answer enemy. You get the point. Streamer, no need to yap. Stop the yapping. Yasuo top ban. Ooh, I see it. BB plays that. What do you play here actually if you're BB? Into Gnar. Yasuo is banned. Is it like just a tank? But aren't you just suffering as a tank? Is there ever an angle for something like Aurelia top lane here?
Or do they have other ideas? It will be another target on Knight's back. The LeBlanc banned away.
Okay, whittle down a little bit more on the effective champ pool. As we said though, a Knight's pool goes about as deep as it can go.
Okay,
so
what do we got?
Beat around it. Honestly, they're already like their first 3 are really versatile, so they're not kind of like pinned down in any one direction.
Well, this
I did like this though.
This would be what you were talking about earlier, right?
I like Aatrox more, or Naafiri, or Sahin jungle. I feel like Pantheon, you kind of like self-counter pick, you know, because Mundo is good into Pantheon for sure. That's just Aurora mid, I think, and just tank top lane. Okay, he's just choosing to suffer. He's choosing to suffer. Maybe there's not a good option though, but he's choosing to suffer.
For the G2 composition, Mundo and Sion probably, I would have to say, like the 2 tankiest champions in the game. Like, I would probably put them at number 1 and 2. I don't know which one's which.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
they're
you could like people can make arguments, but you've got a good. That's a good couple picks there, Flowers.
I would feel pretty strong supporting
Knight Syndra
this,
question
right?
mark?
So yeah, it's a
It
massive,
is.
massive wall.
Yeah.
And you were talking about Knight's deep pool of champions. Knight Syndra, one of his most well-known, well-respected.
I don't think Knight necessarily have a deep pool of champions, but he plays his champions very well. So he's able to play champions no one else plays, and he's also able to play matchups probably no one else could play. Because he just plays his champs really well, but I don't think he has a deep pool. There's a lot of champs he don't play now. He's just really good at the champs he plays, so he can force matchups that are normally not happening by just playing really well. At least that's my feeling watching.
It should be fun watching this one. There is a possibility always, though, when you see this champion, Syndra, why it's not more prevalent is it doesn't have mobility, of course. And so you can try and put pressure on Syndra and attack it. Mundo, obviously, when your passive is up, you can try and just run straight through and land some slows on her. And if you've got an Aurora, too, that's some good burst damage. So you can try and attack it, try and attack Knight, and see what happens.
We'll see how well it works because BLG's plan for a lot of the early game last game, they put so much pressure onto Caps. It felt like we never really got to see the big Flash Tibbers moment from Caps' Annie. His Flash was always under pressure from all the arrows from Viper. There was a lot of attention paid towards him. Once Knight got the lead, it was impossible for the Annie to really deal with the Galio in any sort of a situation. So maybe if G2 can return that favor, that could be the secret sauce to tying up this series. Remember that game number 1 was really close for a really long time. It was about a 1,000 gold lead for a significant part of the game, but then the Bin triple kill. That kind of just ripped the game open.
And guess what? Sion's not gonna do much to slow down Gnar, bro.
Probably not.
Broken Blade is on. Broken Blade's just on tank duty. It seems like this series. It seems like G2's
Let's
call is,
go
all right,
BLG.
just
Let's
be our
go
front line,
G2.
you know, and we'll try and win some.
Let's go
team
good
fights
League of
later.
Legends, is what I'm saying.
It's not a bad call versus BLG.
Shayo
to
BLG.
say,
Shayo
hey, we
BLG.
are gonna
Shayo
pick tanky,
G2.
and we're gonna
Shayo
try to
G2.
outplay you in 5-on-5.
I want good league. That's it.
You know, that has been a way to attack BLG. BLG are so good in like in skirmishes and you know,
Obviously, the Vars and Nico should be smashing the Sivir and Alistar, but there's like there's a point where they can just start fighting, you know. I don't think level 1 is a level.
That's a worthy call. But
Alistar is no potions now, and so is Sivir. But yeah, there's a lot of suffering in this lane, and then there's just a point where you can start fighting. I personally think like level 3, yeah, maybe level 3 onwards, you can actually fight. Before that, it's just like kind of suffering. Sort of like what they're doing though, because they're using all of their HP and potions and everything to actually get pushed in this lane with Sivir W. And now there is a world where you can do like next wave into base here. Maybe. Okay, that was nice trade. That was a nice trade. No spell shield on Sivir, he took Q and W. They're kind of outplaying them, I think. I really liked what they did there, because the Nico fish checked the Alistar instead of like doubling the Nico out. He Q'd the Nico, and then Sivir hit the Nico a bit while she was in the air, and then when she came down from the Q of Alistar, he W'd her away. And that way they just got a trade for nothing, right? Because Nico never had a chance to use her spells. So they maximized the CC from the Q to then throw her out with the W. And Sivir just pumped damage during this time, and then they left, you know? It wasn't like a trade back and forth, it was just free damage. I really liked how Alistar played that. Because it feels normal in that situation to just W her out and leave, but he Q'd first, waited long time, and then W'd.
Doing a good job here, bouncing damage off the wave onto them. So some really good value there.
They should not be winning this lane, but I feel like they played it really well. Wait, are we diving? There's no way. Such an LPL dive, no? This is such an LPL dive. Just 1-for-1 it. Fuck it. He has no TP as well. Oh, he's gonna lose a lot. Alistar got to kill though. Viper's dead here, no? What a mess. It's such an LPL dive, by the way. It's just such a mess now. They 1-for-1 it. Vars gets the kill. The wave is frozen. Sivir dies. From basically like a winning situation, right? They smurfed the lane, and all they had to do here was press B. But in true LPL fashion, we're gonna dive, and then Sivir's gonna pay the price, and now the wave is frozen, and we lost all our lead, and we're roaming on Alistar. It's such an LPL dive. Imagine they just push in the wave and base. They're playing a lane that is not supposed to be playable. They smurfed to actually make it a winning lane, and then instead of taking the small win, they decide, no, we need a bigger win, and they just fucking send it, and now Varus is actually ahead of Sivir. And On is dead again. He's dead again. Oh my god. All of this is happening from all of that before. All of this is happening from all of that before.
I mean, it's especially when you already use your flash aggressively to make a play on bottom side. You have to be a little bit more patient, but his objective is to get this really deep vision.
And you know what he's gonna do now? You know what Alistar's gonna do now? He's gonna do it again. There's no going back bot lane. Let's invade. Let's kill them. What a mess. What a mess.
Oh yeah, you're happy to use the flash.
The game was in such a good spot when it's not supposed to be, because this lane bot is not supposed to be the way it went.
BLG, and you can see
I feel like that dive is such a turbo throw. I don't know.
in the bottom lane, level 5 on the Mundo, about halfway towards
I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Game is playable.
Be careful. BLG got to make sure they don't
I'm
get
overreacting. It's playable game.
But the control over this bottom lane for Hans and Labrov means that Skumond
We're fighting!
this Drake up very early. This is a
Do
very
they know
similar
about the
time to
Drake?
what we saw Shun
They have a
do
ward in
in
pit. They know
number
actually.
one.
They want to fight the Drake.
Shun is also down around this part of the map. Level 5 on the Pantheon.
They know, but I don't think they see the Drake, by the way. I think they know that they're on the Drake because they obviously don't see the Drake in the pit, but I don't think they actually see the HP of the Drake. Yeah, it's just gone. They're wasting time here. They wasted so much time here, but I guess he had no camps up anyway. He wasn't really like able to do anything else anyway. But it always feels so bad when you're like walking up to contest the Drake and you're not actually contesting it. Better to do something else then. Something else elsewhere, like farming camps or ganking mid or ganking top or taking tempo in base. Just anything other than staring at them doing the Drake. But I don't think they actually saw the Drake, by the way. I don't think they saw the HP of the Drake. I think they just knew it was pulled out and that's it. This could be good though. That guy has no flash. But he can just enter. He can just leave through bot, sorry. There's no way they block bot lane since Alistar is on this side. Oh, it's Mycrab!
This is the power of Syndra. Every jungler has had to deal with this.
Damn, Mycrab. Hey, he could always leave through bot there, the Mundo, if he wanted. There was no play. Got the grab though.
For Shun to be the first one to level 6, but Skumond will immediately hit level 6 right after.
Got the grabby.
So both junglers now, it's a different type of playmaking that these ultis enable. Shun's is obviously the traditional type where you can get active on the map from a long distance away, but Skumond's enables some pretty audacious dives or big risky plays with the tankiness that will
A little bit tired. I had a long morning before stream. A little bit tired today. But tomorrow is no plan. Tomorrow just focus on sleep and stream. So we'll be better conditioned tomorrow. But today I had a meeting in the morning, so took a lot of my energy.
Doing quite nice. Ooh, gets the wave and some damage.
Pantheon ult is here, but he doesn't have ult actually. I was about to say he can do the Bowsy and just run the other way with ult, but he doesn't have. So he's just dead. Feels bad, man. But he dies in a good spot, so he can potentially just clean the wave with passive.
Could be the target here yet again. Hansama and Skumond are not close enough to really do a whole lot here, as On and Knight are going to continue retreating back into their own jungle.
Pantheon is going to lose Raptor for this, but it's worth it for sure, no?
But I don't think BLG are going to fall.
I think it's worth it for sure.
After they got their freebie in the top side.
Yeah, I mean, you know Pantheon's on top side, just ulted up there, and he's going to be clearing down, so Skumond is trying to make him pay for that gank.
So this Sivir is going Essence Reaver. The one Sivir we watched yesterday didn't. I think the Essence Reaver one makes sense. More makes sense. Let's see if he goes Essence Reaver into Infinity or if he goes Essence Reaver into Quick Blades. In my opinion, Essence Reaver into Quick Blades is not an item path. Because Essence Reaver is a bad item in terms of damage, and so is Quick Blades. So you just don't have damage. If you do those two items in that order, it doesn't work. So you need to do Essence Reaver, Infinity, Quick Blades in that order, and then it works. Tried to Q flash here, didn't work. Nice try. Flash or flash is, it's alright, you know. It's alright. You can always Pantheon ult that guy. I feel like doing nothing as Alistar into Nico always feels bad, so you just gotta like look for plays. Any play you can get. Post level 3 pretty much.
You know my stance since the beginning of the season on the new grubs, though, Flowers. Obviously, they are nerfed and not good. They're nerfed. They're not worth much.
Let's see the Sivir build path. I like Essence Reaver, Infinity, Quick Blades in that order. Or even, honestly, even Essence Reaver, Infinity, and then Lord Dominik's in that order. Also feels good, I think, especially when enemy team is Sion Mundo.
I'm looking at the bottom side also.
Because imagine you're a Sivir, right? And you do Essence Reaver, Quick Blades. First, second item. Then you definitely need Lord Dominik's ASAP because enemy team Sion Mundo. But you also need Infinity Edge ASAP because you have 2 crit items and neither of them is Infinity Edge. So in my mind, second item has to be Infinity Edge because then that in turn allows you to third item Lord Dominik's. If you do Quick Blades as your second item, that doesn't allow you to do Dominik's as your third item, unless you want to have Essence Reaver, Quick Blades, Lord Dominik's, which doesn't sound great to me. I think your second item has to be Infinity, and I think your third item probably has to be Lord Dominik's in this game. So Quick Blades on fourth. Maybe.
Out the wave at the same
Maybe
time.
better like this.
Bin uses the Mignar.
Let's see. Streamer's yapping, and Viper probably doesn't give a shit what Streamer says. But maybe Streamer is right. Anyway, we will see.
Both can kind of just walk at you once Sion's ulti is used. So for someone with the
Please, Viper, make me right.
Get out of that one pretty easily. Shun just about
Make me right. Make me see the light.
ready once more. First Grand Starfall was a success. I'm curious where the second one is.
Actually, I don't really care about being right. I just want to understand. The more I understand, the easier it will be for me when I play myself. I just want to understand what he's thinking.
Either set up for that or be used directly in a fight for that.
And Bin has his Trinity Force, so Bin does big damage. Trinity Force completed quite.
I feel like Top is just suffering, but he chose that, by the way. He made the choice. It's just suffering, but he made the choice. Also, Draken out here? Question mark. Sion is hovering. No Draken out. Draken fight.
Do they actually? There were a lot of blue pings here.
Is this just gonna be a top cap game? Is this just gonna be like Bin with a 4K gold lead from nothing happening? Because he's about to take that top tower, by the way. Like, we're about to lose top tower in a few minutes. Yo, he's proxying top lane and hitting tower. I think top is like one plate, by the way. Two plates.
Knight, however,
is he just gonna cross the?
Everything is on fire top lane. We gotta. Oh god, no flash, Nico. He's dead. No flash. Nice play by Pantheon. Oh, how is he in there? How is he in that brush? However he got in there, it was really smurf because the wave was past him, so there's no way they think about him there.
Good use of your dead time while your camps are down.
Like the red team wave is under tower and he's in the brush, so there's no way they think about that if the wave has crossed that far. Because then he has to be there for a long time, you know? He had to be there for a very long time for that to work. Good play. I feel like lane ganks in general are really powerful, because if you look at the map right now... Okay, maybe let's watch the fight first, and then we can do it. And I'll show you what I mean. Double TP. Could be decent for G2, I feel like. Pharah's ult went to Narnia. Maybe running. Run. Has flash, but yeah, can't. Could be worse, I guess. That was what, 2 for 1? 2 for 2? 2 for 1? 2 for 1, right? Close. So what I mean with the lane gank is, if you look at the minimap right now when you try to track like where all the wards are, all of the wards that you see on the map are not gonna be in lane. They're all in jungle. In some way, it's in jungle, right? So if you go from a lane, I feel like it often works because no one wards a lane at this point of the game. In early game you do, but in mid game you don't. It's very uncommon that you have a ward in lane. For example, in early, if you like level 3, get a push out in your base, before you base, you might drop a ward in lane. But in mid game, it's very uncommon you do that, because most of the time what's happening then instead is you push the wave and you go into enemy jungle and you put the ward. It's rare that you like drop the ward in your lane when you're basing. It's more common that you push the wave, go into enemy jungle and put a ward. So I feel like early game lane ganks are hard, mid game lane ganks are easy. Like right now there's no wards in lane anywhere. So that gank Pantheon did earlier often works, I think.
No contest from G2. They then used a combat type of Herald with Labrov driving, or not Labrov, excuse me, with On driving it towards the enemy team in one of the team fights around the Drake after. Scat of the week comes out from Han Sama. Coinbase Gold Grind.
Alright, so we got the Essence Reaver on Sivir. Let's see what we build now.
Advantage 2,000 individual gold lead is so scary to have to deal with. And Kobe, you already mentioned that Trinity Force, but I feel like you mentioned it a long time ago. So yeah. Bin's pockets must be feeling pretty heavy right about now.
Yeah, he probably has a lot of cash because they took the whole turret on top side afterwards too. So first turret bonus for BLG for Binny Boy, Mr. Rich Boy. Hans, though, the Varus did get the kill onto Shun, I believe.
I also think with Phaelites this season, being in jungle in general is just often gonna put you on vision.
So the Varus with a nice little lead here.
And being in lanes, like, there's no lane that's on Phaelite, right? The Phaelite is always jungle. Or river. It's never in lane. So lane is often not warded, but also not on Phaelite. Meanwhile, jungle is often warded and also often on Phaelite.
They want tanky frontline to be able to fight mid-game team fights.
So I think making play through lane is more reasonable this season. Like extra much this season compared to other seasons.
Get your 5-on-5 versus BLG.
It can even happen, you know, this season that you're like not on a ward, but you're just on a Phaelite. So it's very hard to like find an angle through the jungle to not be on vision. Because you're either gonna be on a ward or you're gonna be on a Phaelite. Or they're gonna walk into you because they're there as well. There are many ways you can get spotted in jungle. But through lane it's like very unusual. Often works if you as a support, for example, hide in a side lane and just wait for either solo laner to push up. Like for example right now, if the Alistar instead of being here was just hiding in the bot brush, he probably would get a combo on the Aurora, sorry. Without her knowing. If he was in like this middle bot brush, for example, he would definitely get a play, you know, on the Aurora, if he wanted. Anyway, streamer yapping, no more yapping. Look at the fight. Looks good for G2 so far. But they did use Aurora ult for our Alistar ult. If they get this soul, by the way, they just win this game, no? Chemtech Soul Mundo is so OP. This Drake is gone, by the way. Regardless of the fight, they got the Drake. Yeah, they just have the Drake. Do you want to fight now or do you just run? Alistar. What is it, Alistar? He's on such an adventure, it's actually crazy. He's out. That's crazy. But they got the Drakes, they're happy with that, by the way. And they got Alistar Flash now, too. They're just happy with that. I don't know what we're fighting over now. Now we're fighting over nothing, by the way. Whoa! Close. Good Alistar W there. We're fighting for fun here, by the way. It's just for fun, this fight. It's completely for fun fight. Also, really nice Alistar W, because that Nico play could have been huge. We are fighting for fun here. Are we sure, guys? He's just too good top lane, or? Why are we fighting here, though? What's the reason for fighting here? We're fighting for fun, or? Lane gank, meaning you just enter the lane straight on versus coming from jungle? Yeah, exactly. Like, imagine you want to make a play bot. Instead of going through jungle to the river to pixel and looking bots, you just go straight from lane, hide in the brush, and then when the wave is neutral, you get a play. Most of the time. Most of the time. Of course, you should put wards down. It's not that you should like always go lane no matter what, but I think it's important to find timings to go through lane, because that's probably where you're not spotted. Also, that guy top is pretty good. We should maybe go second pick guys and try to get a good matchup top line. Thoughts? Any thoughts? Anybody? Second pick? Top in good situation? How about thing? How about thing? Anybody? I feel like he's a little bit too good. And maybe no for fun fighting, because there we got the Drake. We got the Drake and we got out, and then we just said, I want to kill them. But if we just said, I want to base and farm camps and wait for next Drake, that would be better for the game. Fighting for fun.
If they can secure the next dragon 2.5 minutes from now. So when I'm looking at them, I want to see them preparing for that. I want to see them there ahead of time. And when you look at the scoreboard, Kobe, there's one number that's very different from the other 4 numbers. Everything for G2 comes down to playing around Bin. You've got to walk away when the Gnar bar's full. You've got to try to find an opportunity.
I think you might need to walk away regardless of the Gnar bar being full, because he just slams you as a mini Gnar anyway, no?
And he is.
Like, isn't Mininar stronger than anyone in the game anyway? Like, he doesn't have to be mega.
Getting out of there.
He can literally just be mini and run you down, I think, at this point. He's level 14.
Brain sync, right there, mind meld. Yeah, that's that one bar.
I'm pretty sure that guy is just a little bit too fed right now.
That is some scary stuff.
But the good thing is they have 3 Drakes. So what does the 3 Drakes mean? Okay, the 3 Drakes mean that if you get one more, you probably win the game. And if you don't feel good about fighting, you can just go other side because you know enemy team has to go there. So it gives you a lot of power in the game because you know where enemy has to go, and you don't have to go. But if you do decide to go and you get it, that's GG most of the time, right? Unless you're really, really far behind but randomly have a soul. But that's not the case. Like if they get Chemtech Soul, they're probably winning this game. So G2 now have a choice with this triple Drake to just go like other side and take a tier 1, for example, and give the Drake because they know enemy have to go there, or to flip the game. And if they get the Drake, even if they lose the fight, the game is good. Because of the 3 Drakes, regardless of gold lead and everything, they have like power in the game, you know. They have power in the game from the triple Drake. If it wasn't for the triple Drake, the game would be very cooked right now. But because of the triple Drake, they know a whole enemy team has to go here and be here at all times. So what do we do now? Do we contest this or do we run top lane? That's the option. It looks like they're contesting. Can they win a fight here though? Unlikely, right? I don't like the Sivir build. This is the issue for me, okay? Look at the Sivir build right now. You have Essence Reaver, Quick Blade, so you don't deal damage. And your next item has to be Infinity Edge, but enemy top and jungle has so much armor. So you want to buy Lord Dominik's here, but you can't. You need to buy Infinity. I don't like it. I think Infinity first, Lord Dominik's third. Sorry. Okay, let's just watch. They caught caps. Was that on that smurfed that? Or was it... It was on, right? That caught caps. That Alistar play. I don't think we can fight here, guys. I think they should be giving the Drake and playing top since way before. They just need to realize they're not winning a fight and they need to call it off way before, and then they know enemy team is going here as 5, but they can get top tier 1 in the meantime at least and get some gold on someone in the meantime. That must have been a really nice play by On, no? I would like to see it again. But yeah, I don't like the Sivir build. Feels like too low damage. Delays the Lord Dominik too much. Yeah, it was really nice play by On, yeah. I guess it was stun, actually. Was it Knight first, then On? Or was it On first and then Knight? It doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Nice play anyway. But I feel like in this situation as G2, you just gotta give the Drake and run top. Because you're not winning a fight, and you don't care if they get Drake. And you can get a full top tier 1 in the meantime, and get some gold back on your carries.
Just beautiful stuff there for the BLG squad, up 4,500 gold now. And now they've got
it looks like Sivir is going Lord Dominik's right now, because you have a longsword in the inventory there, which means not Infinity Edge. It feels so weird to me. No Infinity Edge, Sivir. Like, she's probably ending this game without Infinity Edge, you know. Feels so weird to me. To me, the higher priority item is Infinity over Quick Blades, and then Lord Dominik's over Quick Blades. So Quick Blades has to be the last of the 4 you buy. Wait, that's a shutdown, by the way. Is that 1k gold? Hold up. What is the sound? Oh, it's my... Oh my god, it's my Shyvana. My Shyvana is outwing. It's my Shyvana. I had to leave the game. Apparently the pause ran out, so I got kicked out. Or well, unpaused. Sorry, my Shyvana was outwing dummy. It's 5v4 here, but only for 15 seconds. Nice stun.
BLG still defending. They've got 10 seconds until Bin's back up, and he has his teleport, so G2 can't try to turn this into a Baron or anything crazy like that. They wanted to use the opportunity to find additional kills, maybe translate that into a major objective with the Baron.
At least they got the shutdown, but it didn't mean much more. Flash in with Pantheon here. Nice stun again.
Bin's made his way into the fight now, but he's down to 400 HP. On jumps forward, but there's nobody ready to follow up.
Sivir flashed in.
Vipers now finally joined the mix as Bin has the Narvar charged, and Han Sama is all the way out. Oh, the front line still stands on G2.
They get wiped here.
Has no archers. They will
That's probably game, right?
BLG squad. That's 4 dead G2 players.
I guess they got the Gnar pick and then they tried to force really hard, but it's not possible.
So smart from BLG to extend the play, because even the very beginning, the pick that they had gotten, the shutdown on Bin, Hans had not gotten to reset because G2 had tried to make the play really long and chase down more kills. They hadn't even.
How good is Knight on Syndra, by the way? He's just so good in his champs. He plays like this little bit off-meta champ pool, but he's so good on them that it doesn't matter, you know.
Out of our sight, we continue the play, we will be rewarded. So they do that. They chase them all the way from their own base, by the way. You mentioned the early timer there on it, and they
Probably the better call after they kill the Gnar bot is just to reset, right? Than to try to force one more. Because once you fail this force and the Gnar TP's back, you're in a really bad spot on the map. Regardless of dying here or not, you're gonna have to run and base while Gnar is TPing back fresh. So once you kill the Gnar bot, unless you get a successful play fast, basing has to be the next play. Because once he TP's back on Gnar there, you're fucked on the map, I think. So it's probably kill bot on the Gnar, push every lane, base, and then run to Nash. And at least you're fresh that way. Have all the wards, all the gold, all the everything. Maybe better than just running straight and trying to make a play. Once he TP back there, it's so bad for the map. He will just take over everything. And if you die, you lose Nash as well, which is what happened.
Let's teleport and try and get a pick, but because BLG evade that play and then are able to extend the play of their own, now you're in a scenario where this gold lead is not just Bin, this gold lead is also Shun and Knight. And Knight has been crushing it all game long. You mentioned his lane phase, he was absolutely blasting. Then he got, wait a second.
Oh, that stun, perfect. Such a good stun. He's smurfing mid, by the way. Smurfing all game.
And that is one of the biggest playmakers, game changers, X factors, whatever you want to call it, for the G2 side. No flash pop blossom on Nico is going to make what's already a difficult fight to try to find the angle nearly impossible. Bin keeping the pressure on here in the mid lane, does have his hop interrupted there by the decimating smash. However, there's not enough pressure from G2 to really scare him into anything that might even look lethal, as the Dragon is alive. Shun's already dealing with that one. Viper's going to help him DPS it down. They still have a little bit less than 1 minute on the Baron to try to continue pressuring the lanes. But again, the Dragon Soul is avoided.
Even though Knight is 0-0-8, he has been monster smurfing on this game, on G2, on his Syndra. And it's looking real difficult now for G2, even though you go, oh, they were so close to the Dragon Soul. Well, it doesn't matter if you're close, because just the early dragons, the individual ones, don't give you a lot of power. It's all about finishing the job, finishing the soul, and BLG has said, nope, you're not going to be able to even get close to the next dragon.
And look at Shun, 7-1-3 on the Pantheon. Even when Bin had his big moment earlier, Shun was following up with him. He's the one who actually got the second kill. Yeah. You talk back in draft about how Pantheon's open. Xin and Vi are already out because of Fearless. He made it through the first half, but then locking this in was clearly the right choice for the BLG squad. Shun now with the Guardian Angel on that Pantheon as well. This can be a double-edged sword sometimes, because as Pantheon, you always want to ult into the back line, and Guardian Angel will let you do that. But sometimes it might let you do it a little bit too much. So we'll see exactly how he wants to place that, exactly how he wants to time that to guarantee another BLG victory. It's 2.5 minutes till Baron. It's a little under 4 minutes until the next Drake. It's a 7,000 gold lead for BLG, as G2 have to try to find some way to bring it back. But Bin's going in after Caps. He
it's
tries
good.
to escape, but Viper's already got him. It's both carries dead on
Yeah, I'm
G2.
here.
It's a massacre in mid lane. Lebrov and Skumon get away, but with the carries already down, what is he to play here for G2? BLG
Let's do the Shyvana thing again, and hopefully G2 choose second pick for next game, so we can get to see a little bit better top situation, because now it's been 2 games in a row of bin show, kinda. I think we need a counter pick top lane, or a blind themselves with bans. Something strong with bans also works. But definitely first pick not possible when top is gapping like this. Because Bin is just getting, like, he's getting pick into ban, or he's getting counter pick, and yeah, it's not possible. Not possible.
As the carries finally respawn. Shun still at about 400 HP.
T-Tors.
Another minion wave. It's Caps and Hans versus the BLG5. As Caps has to try to get back to the fountain. So much damage coming in. He will escape back to the steps. But it's the Nexus turret that they've got to be afraid of. Scatter the
I don't think we meant to double jump there.
Again, BLG are just trying to pad their stats at this point. Ulti does nothing from Caps. That's another BLG win. They are on match point in this best of 5.
Woo! G2 have not been able to beat
All right.
BLG at an international
Let's
Riot
do the...
tournament yet. And BLG say it's
Let's do the
probably not gonna
Shyvana thing.
happen today either.
While we wait for next game.
Like, Caps is gonna have to change and learn something right now too to be able to deal with that.
I don't think we're gonna get to see more games, but if there's ever a game to win, it's this one, you know, because this game they are second pick, so they can maybe cook something for the top situation to not be as bad. But I don't think we're gonna see a G2 win this series because it just looks like BLG are fucking good. I don't know what else to say. When I saw them at Worlds last year, they looked so shaky. When I see them now, even in the Fearx series, they just play like really good mechanically. Some weird decisions, you know, like this dive early, for example, this game that we just watched, but mechanically they're locked in, no? They play so good mechanically. Everyone's kind of smurfing or doing something smurf in the games. And they don't really like misplay either. The situations that don't work out for them was the same in the Fearx series. It's just decisions. It's not play. You understand what I mean?
A lot of support focus here as well.
It's about the decision making being wrong. It's not about their play being wrong. And when I watched them at Worlds, it was a little bit of both. I feel like they would misplay mechanically, make some weird decisions. Now it just feels like they make some weird decisions, but they don't misplay mechanically. So I would potentially give this game to G2 because they can maybe make a good top situation. But I think overall the series is probably 3-1 or 3-0. My feeling.
I think BLG and you guys are in a, you guys got the synced up brain here. The Lulu, the first pick here.
Lulu first. So Yunara take away, or how do you want to do it? I think you take the Yunara. Or you play Corki Nami into it. It's Corki Nami. Caitlyn to punish the Yunara. You get outscaled fast though. But I guess this is like... No, you can't play Caitlyn here, no? What support do you play? There's no Nico, no Bard, no Karma. What do you play here? Because you know Yunara is going to be on the other side. What's the support? Are you looking for Blitz? Is it a Labrov Blitz game? It's good Blitz, you know, but Blitz Kate doesn't sound good to me. But that's kind of all I see. Like, you pick jungle here, you invite the Yunara, and then you pick Blitz. Or you just pick Blitz right now. I think that's all I see, really. Nami? Nami Kate? Could be Nami. 9! 9! Play Nami then! Nej. 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 Nej.
And then I've got the Emilio, what's it called?
Hey.
Super kick.
Ultra Mega Fire Kick.
If they go Nocturne Yunara here, it's just lost, no? Isn't it just lost?
It's annoying for people that try and gank.
Nah.
And he can also obviously buff up the Caitlyn, so that's their option into it. And there we go. We get the reveal flowers.
I don't like the Emilio. I just don't like it.
Next to the Lulu.
Kind of as expected, and it looks good. You know,
Bin's just gonna slam Renekton blind. Without ban, by the way. 0 ban for this Renekton. Ambessa, Poppy, Nor, Sion out from Fearless. You just have to counterpick him here and hope that BB has a good game. But this is your best chance top lane, you know, because next game BLG are gonna choose second pick, and next game Bin is gonna counter you or pick and ban. So this is your best chance to have a good top lane game. This is your best chance. It doesn't get better than this. Next game is gonna be way tougher than this one top lane. So fingers crossed for a good BB game this game. I'm not feeling the Emilio. I think Nami is better than or at least Blitz. Like, isn't Labrov really good Blitz? I feel like he's really good Blitz. I know it doesn't fit with Kate, but neither does Milio, by the way. Blitz is better, no? Or Nami then. If you want to play an Enchanter, then Nami at least. There's no way Milio is better than Nami.
like an answer lane.
You don't even see any CC. Like, I get it actually if, for example, there was a Maokai or a Sejuani or whatever else you can cleanse. But you pick the Milio blind, basically. You don't know if any CC is coming.
Jungle here, big priority because
Aye.
so much has been
Nah.
taken out.
No.
All of the really like tier 1 primo jungle picks.
I don't see it.
Alex's Pantheon was also taken in the last
It's fine, it's fine. It's like, it's not the end of the world, you know. It's not the end of the world. I just think there was better picks on support there. So yeah, second pick for G2 equals top lane better situation than other games. And hopefully that is enough to give them a proper game. Because so far Bin has been just too good for them. So maybe he can like not lose his lane this game as much. And others do well, you know, in the meantime. I feel like this is a good draft so far for that to happen. Like this could very much be a top doesn't have anything going and other lanes do. Because in theory, like what can Renekton do in the K'Sante? He can take tower, I guess. But he can't really kill him. So
double jungle ban here from G2. Will it be
maybe.
the same for BLG? Do they have other things they've got
Maybe,
their
maybe.
sights set on? Remember, they already banned the Jarvan away in the first half of the draft. That has been banned this entire series long. And they'll take
what do you pick on 4 here? Just jungler, I guess? What's the jungler you pick here?
You mentioned earlier at the start of the draft, Kobe, that Caps is going to have to figure out how to deal with Knight. I don't think Caps has had a
What is the jungler you pick here? Wukong? He's just gonna AP jungle you though.
G2 needs Caps.
Brand? Nah. But Wukong is not good because he's gonna go AP jungle like Nidalee into you. With Renekton top lane, it's not gonna work out. I don't think Wukong is gonna be good here. Trundle is better, I guess, but I feel like you open yourself up to like a Nidalee here, no? If he even plays, I don't know. Diana? Could this be a Diana game?
Yeah, go back to when he had like the P capitalized. Yeah, like, I remember that was like a controversy.
Or does he go Wukong himself? He could just go Wukong himself now, no?
Okay, we'll
A
get that
Fury?
one put into the client. Just pay your 1,000 RP or whatever it is it costs. And now we've got the
And then we're gonna get a Knight pick. Which Knight pick are we gonna get? Yeah, there's the Wukong. It makes more sense. So which Knight pick are we gonna get? He's just gonna be a champion he's really good at. Akali? I think more so Ahri, no? Ahri is more likely, I think. Not Akali, he's gonna go Ahri, I think. And then, oh, he goes Akali blind, wow. No Galio, right? Yeah, no Galio. So what do you pick? What do you pick into Akali blind if you don't have Galio? Is this a Sylas game? No, right. It isn't. What is it then? LeBlanc? It's Ahri yourself, okay. I think the Milio saw the place, but otherwise looks good. Looks fine, looks fine. Doesn't look good. It looks fine. It looks fine. I'm surprised he went Akali blind instead of Ahri blind. I prefer the Yunara Lulu side though. If I had to choose a bot lane to play, it's definitely the Yunara Lulu side. I know Caitlyn can win this lane, but it's like so... How would I say? So little compared to what you need to shut them down. Like, if they're 10 CS down, they don't care as Yunara Lulu. You slow down their item by what, 30 seconds? A minute? It's not enough, you know, you need to put them in the ground, and I don't think Caitlyn can do that. Not enough, at least. Unless you make a level 1 plan. Is there a level 1 plan you can make here to make it, like, actually matter? Could you invade here, level 1, and try something? Because they were picking as red side, but are they actually red side in game, or are they blue side in game? For example, if they're red side in game, they could try to invade enemy red, but I think if they're blue side, it doesn't feel as good to invade enemy blue, if that makes sense.
And so, you know, they want to get those
Not sure who's playing what side.
their trap lines, get their tanky Trundle and K'Sante in front,
Hey.
and try and do it that way. And then obviously it would also really help if, you know, they could like make picks with Ahri or something like that. But that's also kind of
They're playing red.
reaching.
So they could invade. They could invade red, right? I feel like it's better to invade from this side. Look at Trundle. Look at Trundle. Look at Trundle. Look at Trundle. They're invading, by the way. They're trying to invade, but Akali's covering it. Akali's covering this invade. Wow. It's so crazy that Akali's here covering, by the way. The fact that they have that plan to cover that with Akali is so crazy. It's not normal that you do this. Now they cancel the invade plan because of this. They were for sure gonna invade, by the way. That's such a good cover by Akali. Such a good cover. I've never seen anyone do that, actually. Because often what I did was I would go bot and ward the middle brush, and then I would go to try myself as support. There was never an iteration where we sent our mid laner to cover that, and I never played against anyone that did that either. That's a new iteration. I've never seen that one before. He flashed over the wall! He went blue into flash over wall. They don't know, by the way.
I love this creativity back at level 2.
And Flowers, it's also covered with the
They have no idea about the invade.
G2 came into game 3 with a big plan for the early game.
I like it. What do you do after, though? Do you do Krugs now? And you care for the wave spotting you? Because right now if he goes, he gets spotted by the wave, so he has to wait. He's waiting, he's waiting, he's waiting, and he goes. Right? He goes.
But that early damage at level 1, like you said, just makes it that much easier for
He's gonna get level 3 from the Krug, right? And then he can go from behind. This might be good, by the way, for the Trundle. Wukong still doesn't know he got invaded, by the way, because he's just on Raptor. He has to go fast, though. He knows. Red is gone. Red is gone. They know. They're gonna play safe. They're gonna play safe. They know. They know, by the way. G2 are gonna get fucked here. Wukong is coming. They're just getting to retreat. It's just bot cap, actually. Oh my god. FF. Oh my god, they're gonna dive him as well. There's no way this works, right? Polymorph. And he's out. What the fuck happened bot lane? What happened bot lane? What happened bot lane?
One more time, Flowers. It's a disaster. Holy
what happened bot lane? Did they just perma trade to try to set up the gank? And then overtrade and die? Or like, how did this happen? How did they die like this? Let's just flash for nothing, right? He's out. He doesn't even have to flash.
I mean, honestly, I feel like if you're Knight, you're happy with that. You got Ahri flash, and you're not in danger.
You did. And Ahri got your E. And some minions.
Yeah, they just overforced it here. Completely overforced it. Oh my god, and he doesn't even give W to Caitlyn. He gave it to himself.
Gets the kill onto Hansama also. And Shun is here. Hey, you stole my jungle, buddy.
That is rough.
You're not getting out of here for free. Polymorph under tower. No damage returned.
I have bad news, everybody. I have bad news. We are outscaled already. The game is already outscaled. Yunara Lulu is winning their lane. I repeat, Yunara Lulu will 1v9.
And remember the past couple of games, it has
bottom
lane that's been their point of power while the games are close. It has been Hans.
It is cooked. It is completely fried. He's dead again. It's completely fried. At least Lulu got the kill, but like that doesn't help, by the way, because he's gonna get Ardent faster. It doesn't help. It actually might even make it worse.
He got like beat up on the playground.
Trundle needs to kill them here, but he can't. He's gonna walk over a ward and he doesn't have flash.
Wait a second.
You just have to go for this, or he's just going. He doesn't give a fuck anymore. You just gotta go. But Wukong knows, by the way, and On is just gonna outplay this. He's gonna hold the wave. Hold the wave, hold the wave. You gotta hold the wave. Poly? Do you have Poly? Oh, shit. He has heal and shield.
Oh, he doesn't even die! No! No!
2,500 gold lead. They feel so desperate to make something happen after the early disaster, and now the forced plays are resulting in even more damage.
Oh.
He gets a solo kill.
No.
BLG are up 6-0, 5 minutes into the game.
Flowers. You said Hans got kicked off of the playground, but BLG are the bullies here. Why is Hans getting kicked off the playground? That is messed up, man. The We gotta shut this off.
BLG runs the school. I'm sorry.
They do. They run this school called Summoner's Rift. Oh my goodness. Can we actually show the rest of this game? Is that allowed? Like this series?
I think if somebody refreshes
no.
it at this point, it'll probably give you that 18+ warning. Because this is some ultra violence that we are seeing from BLG with a 3,000 gold lead.
Oh no.
6 minutes into the game. This Viper's got such a massive lead on the Yunara, nearly 1,000 gold. Hans has a Doran's Blade and 2 longswords versus full Berserker Greaves and Rectrix.
It's not playable, by the way. It's not playable.
This is so difficult to play from this point, especially when you draft a
Why is there a Milio in this game? The Milio is so out of place. Actually, it might have happened with another champion as well, by the way. The way they played it and like how everything played out, it might have happened with another champion. I think it wouldn't have, probably, or it would have been way better at least, because Milio offers so little. But yeah, maybe how it played out would have happened anyway. This is such a good cover by Akali level 1, I think. Because if Akali doesn't cover that Tribrush level 1, what's going to happen is Trundle is going to walk into enemy jungle and start there. But what he had to do now was start his blue, flash over the wall to dodge the ward. Then do red slowly, Krug slowly. Wukong finds out before he's actually bot lane. And then it's just such a mess. But if Akali doesn't cover that try, he's just going to start in enemy jungle and he's going to do the same play with flash up in a faster pace. So that cover level 1 by Akali is just so big, like much bigger than you think.
The best part for G2 is that this game is...
And then everything's fucked from that, no? Labrov overforces, dies. Hansama dies too, before Skewman even can do anything. Then Skewman gets dove, and off of the dive, they get desperate, and then they try to make another play, and they fail it again. And they die 2v2 again, yeah. Yeah, it's just such a mess from early. I think it all stems from that Akali cover, by the way. That Akali cover and try was really nice. Oh, shit. They can't even enter their tower, but...
He's so good, and Viper's going forward. He wants to kill onto LeBron. Arc of Ruin for the slow. Conway's step moves him forward.
And it's fine.
And Viper picks up kill number 3. They're between enemy turrets. They're behind enemy lines.
This is so illegal.
Up,
this is so illegal.
They are so comfortable in this game state. 8-0, 8 minutes in.
Do we allow a mercy rule to preserve the mental health of G2?
I feel like when Akali does that cover bot, I think you just gotta stop forcing, no? Like the answer to Akali covering bot shouldn't be let's do blue, flash over the wall and do it anyway. It should be sucks, he covered our play, let's do another one. Which is probably just full clear and wait, right? Like I get the original idea, I even said it myself before that that's probably what they should be looking for. But I think once they get scouted on that, they just need to not do it again, right? Like the whole issue comes from bot trying to overforce because Trundle is flashing into enemy jungle and looking for a gank. So if they just cancel the play when Akali covers, then at least the game would be somewhat playable, right? Like now it's fucked for sure. But if they just full clear and like slowly try to play the game, I feel like that's better than overforcing it like that.
Create tough dudes. So, G2,
Trundle clears fast as well, no? So you would have a timing to help bot anyway at some point. Yeah, it's easy to say now in hindsight, I guess, that it was overforced. Maybe they thought they had an angle. Easier for me to sit here and say than when they're playing.
They at least have the ward on it, so they know exactly where Skewmon is and what he's doing. The crab goes over to Shun. BLG still just chilling for now. It's still only 8 kills. We're now 9.5 minutes into the game. Knight just so aggressive here on the Akali. Jumps back towards that Shuriken. As you can see, he's got his Hextech alternator as well as his Sorcerer's Shoes, so lots of damage here whenever the Akali wants to go in. He's also almost got his flashback as Hansama, the extra range on the Cozy Campfire. If this is an even lane, if this is a normal game state, Caitlyn with Cozy Campfire has so much range, it can become so oppressive if you're stuck on your
No. That's not how it works. What he's saying right now is not how it works. Milio W has 30 seconds CD. Sure, you can trade when she gives you W, but it's like, it's not real, you know. Enemy has like 5 to 10 seconds CD on their spell. You can get one good trade and you need to respect for 25 seconds.
Minions are out of the way.
you're not winning this lane as Caitlyn Milio. You get outskilled very, very fast. And level 6 is all in you and you have no counterplay. Milio ult does nothing. Milio Q cannot be hit. So you give W every 30 seconds and 2 shields. It's just not possible.
Okay, he's low enough on energy.
Not possible. This Milio pick. Not possible.
Okay.
Sure, you can probably farm and slowly lose, but it's not like winning, you know. It's not winning.
Just stops him. Now Kasante's gone all out.
It's just losing.
Renekton is still ready to become that massive crocodile. Skewmond is gonna grab the grubs.
Losing.
And this is the first thing that G2 have found this. Oh no.
Got one. He got one.
Okay, all right. He got the one. He got
singular.
Grub. Okay, G2 have found Grub. The G stands for Grub.
Yeah.
However, the 2 stands for what BLG is going to get.
The 2 stands for 1.
Yeah. The 2 stands for 1. The G stands for Grub. G2 is Grub 1. It's a very complex naming system.
So what do you do here if you're G2? Let's just think about it for a second. What do you do? Like, you're probably losing this game, right? Should you just try some crazy plays? Should you slowly lose? What do you look for in a game like this? You're probably losing the game, right? So what's the play?
Give it to me. Lunch money.
Feels very sad to do nothing, I guess. So maybe just try something. Try a TP somewhere. Or die. He lived. He lives. Nice Q.
G2.
I feel like they should just try some plays. My feeling.
Stop dying. And they did stop dying. Lebrov stays alive.
Try some TP or something at some point.
BLG putting pressure onto the tier 1 turret here at the same time.
Better than doing nothing, I think.
Trundle's still an adept duelist, even if he is behind in
When the game is lost like this, you just try something, I think. Fuck it. Just drop mid and TP behind bot and try something. Get a shutdown. Get a kill. Anything.
Barely in the bottom lane for G2. And Knight continues to maintain that control over the mid lane. Coinbase gold grind. There's a lot of gold getting grinded in this one, man. It's,
I think G2 are getting grinded up into gold.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. It's like one of those fancy salt shakers at the restaurant where you turn the thing yourself. Exactly. It's like that, sort of.
Oh, BLG. We can market some merchandise for them now.
A BLG salt grinder?
Pepper grinder.
Yeah, okay, sure, I'd buy that.
At least top lane is in a better state than the other 2 games, but at what cost, I guess.
One has bin space, one has night space. Yeah.
Every other game, the other lanes felt fine. Well, actually, to be fair, the Sivir Alistar kind of smurfed last lane as well. Like, they kind of won Sivir Alistar versus Varus Nico last game. What was the first draft, the bot lane? What did they play first game? It was Senna Nautilus versus Ashe Shen, right? Which they were winning. As Senna Nautilus.
Okay, now I'm picking up what you're putting down. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
All right, we're in business here. We're in business. Gold lead, about 4,500, 13.5 minutes into the game. Viper, really...
Yeah, I feel like mainly game 1, game 2 was about top lane, and then now it's like everything else.
Get back to safety without expending the ultimate. 1 minute on our Rift Herald, 4 minutes until the next Drake, so those objective timers not quite as synced up this game.
So this means we're probably getting G2 versus Fearix, right, for the last spot?
Yeah.
And BLG are through as seed 1 from Group A. So most likely BLG versus Gen G in final then.
I think that is going to be the same. It's not over yet.
At least they're on other side of semifinals, so if they both win their semifinal, they face in final at least. It's first time possible they can face, most likely.
Okay, really good quote.
That's good for the tournament. Will be fun final, I think. BLG versus Gen G.
Yeah, we should position that now.
Okay, if G2 wins this, it will be one of the greatest comebacks in League of Legends. Sante and then they go out. Broken Blade looking for the 1v1 against Bin. The Croc with the dominance, though, Ruthless Predator. And as soon as it looks like maybe there's a chance to do Kasante things, Shun reminds him that it's a team game. Shows up in top lane. Trinity Force done on the Wukong. Skewmond with experimental Hex Plate on the Trundle. Not the most common item to see on this champion, but I guess once he goes in for the ulti, he wants to make sure he can get the Chomp to follow it up. See how well it works.
Speed troll.
Speed troll. I like that. Skewmond, he goes...
Hex Plate Trundle is normal? Or is he just trying something?
I guess I'll just stay on this side of the pillar. That's fine.
Hexblade Trundle, I've never seen.
The ulti.
They 2v3'd the G2 bottom lane and jungler, so Viper's like, I mean, I'm more rich now than I was then. I could 2v3 your mid lane.
I really want to learn Yunara. Is this champion not really cool or what? It's such a cool champ, I think.
I'm doing it.
Well, I mean, his ulti is called Transcend Oneself, but I feel like in this game it should be called Transcend Yourself, because as soon as he pops it, anybody looking at him just dies.
Oh, this happened in the
Oh yeah, we completely missed it.
This also
Oh.
did happen.
Yeah, we completely missed it.
I didn't see that either.
That's just exactly
I'm
what you would expect.
sad I had to see it. That was brutal.
Going up against Caitlyn that
I guess he had to flash out earlier or not be there at all, but there is no good solution there, sadly.
For chat, who is your player of the game?
I see Yunara as like modern Sivir. Yeah, my feeling as well. That's why I was surprised when I heard Yunara has 575 range, because Sivir has 500, and to me they function very similarly, or they seem to be very similar in how they function. I haven't played Yunara enough to actually tell you if that's the case or not, but from the outside it feels like Yunara and Sivir are very similar champs, but one has 575 range and another has 500. Shouldn't they be more similar in terms of range?
I think
Could still go nice.
Like either Sivir needs more or Yunara needs less. I would say Yunara needs less, my feeling. 575 sounds like too much range for her.
Yeah. No, his
honestly on. Yeah.
you could
Maybe 550 or 525? More reasonable for a champion like Yunara.
as now Broken
This
Blade
could be
will try
something.
to go in.
She doesn't have ult now. Or just sidesteps it anyway. Wait, Cassandra's winning this? Oh! Ah, close. That was close. That was a really good flash by Viper. Bin is behind. Got some shutdowns here. But might get wiped.
And that's what G2 needed to have a chance to make something happen. Knight and Bin still looking for more, but the Renekton can't get anything. G2
We're still 7k gold behind. We need a few more of those. At least we got some kills. You know, it looks better now. Looks better on how to say the match history now.
G2. They're still down 7,000 gold.
Yes, it is a drop in the bucket, but hey, it was an empty bucket before.
Yeah, true.
That's just Yunara being newer champion, so she gets to eat the cake and have it too. True. It's just really state diff. Probably if Sivir was released today, she'd also be 575. Or like, yeah. Have some dash somewhere. Or throw 3 Qs instead of 1. Or get a bunch of movement speed when she spell shields. Like more than she already gets. Like twice the value. Just because. True. Really state diff.
We did say we set hard goals.
Yup.
They stopped dying a bunch. Well, they also still kept dying some. But
oh boy, Bin down here in a 1v2.
This is another shutdown, by the way, if you can get it. One more. He has no ult for 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. No ult. Shutdown. Hold. Everybody hold. We need like 15 more of those. So hold until then.
The BLG gets a little too wild, and you bring him back down to earth. It's still a 6,500 gold lead. It's still sole point for the BLG side. Shin goes in for the ultra mega fire kick, means he doesn't find exactly what he wants here just yet, but the wild growth means Caps is dead.
Okay, never mind. We need 18 more of those now. Make it 20 actually, just to round out the number.
Tough, man. They're so far behind that even when they do find these picks, BLG just strikes right back and gets even more. Right back up to an 8k gold lead.
Ah, so sad. This game is just so sad.
Where's the Herald going? Okay, it's going up.
Can he drive? Can he drive? He can't, no? He missed. He got it. Wow. Nice driving.
Viper is just farming plates.
Nice driving.
Back towards him. It's time for another Herald crash. Okay. BLG took offense to the fact that G2 punished their earlier happy gaming, and now BLG are up to nearly a 5-digit gold lead.
And Knight has 18 stacks on his Medjai's Soul Stealer.
Yeah, it's a big book.
The Knight Classic.
So sad
One of
game.
those books you'd see like behind a lawyer in a commercial on the bookshelf. Really big.
And Knight has written all the rules of Summoner's Rift in that book.
Yes, he has.
Meanwhile, Bin in the side lane over there did get picked off to kind of start out.
It was actually fine if it wasn't for the Caitlyn ult maybe with his ult coming up.
Gave G2 the hope and they wrap around to mid lane. You know what, Knight?
That wasn't on my end.
You just used your Ahri ultimate to kill off Bin, so you don't have it to get away from.
I think that was the email reaching the sound guy and the camera guy.
That goes along with the pepper
Kitchen set. We got an entire. We can put an infomercial together for this. I'll tell you what. That could be a really popular item.
T1 jersey or T1 jacket, I think. I spotted there.
They
W.
are making sure the pressure stays on. Nearly 10,000 gold lead here, and it is just nothing but problems for G2. 2 minutes from now, it'll also be
There is an Inter here, which probably dies. Look at the positioning behind. It's probably dead here.
It's not as hard for Wukong
Nice charm
catch
to stop
Ahri,
it.
But a nice charm means that Shun will not be able to apply lethal threat as G2 move to defend their tier 2 turret.
I feel like if they went the other way, they kill him, but it's nice charm by him to be fair as well. Without that, probably dies from knock up to knock up. I feel like Lulu ult is such a good spell because you can use it for your carry, you can use it for your front line. It doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't have to be on your carry, you know, to be useful. You can use that on front line, you can use that on carry. It's good either way. It's just a really nice spell. Like here you can use it on Wukong, for example, if he ults here. Or if Renekton goes in, you can use it on Renek. Or if they target Yunara, you can use it on Yunara. It feels good either way. However you use it, it feels good. Even on yourself. To give knock up, it feels good. Just such a good spell, I think, Lulu ult. And low CD as well, so you can always like kind of spam it. You don't need to hold it for anything. You can just use it whenever. It's like a minute something CD, very short.
So, Flowers, we've got 1 minute on the Hextech Soul.
Yeah, that's scary. Wait a second.
That damage is not fair. His damage is not fair. Cancel, no? Charm cancel the R2. Yo, he's inting. He's inting. 140 gold to Caitlyn. That charm cancelled R2, by the way. Mid R2, he got cancelled by charm. But then he just started inting, kinda. And the guy's laughing on the camera as well. Will this destroy their mental completely? Are they out for mental destroyment? Is this what they're looking for? Are they just like gonna play with them all game?
The ability to at least run to the Hex.
They're laughing on camera.
Towards the Dragon Soul. Maybe they give it up anyways.
Well, I mean, hey, both junglers are on 2 items.
He's up now.
The difference is one of them is experimental hex plate and a thrift shop support item.
Yo,
versus
Vandal Pipes is a crazy find at a thrift shop, though.
It's a good find, don't get me wrong. But
Hexplate, Vandal Pipes, Trundle. Is this a real build? It looks so bad. Like, visually it doesn't look right. It looks bad. But is it actually good? Because it doesn't look good on paper. Just the items don't look right next to each other. Visually, they don't look right.
Alongside Viper and On are going to go ahead and start up the Dragon. They are forcing G2 to answer them. They don't want to walk into the EU squad as now Shun jumps.
This flank might hurt. Flash poly.
While Bin and Knight have found their way into the back line. Hansama's going to be your first
Wait.
target. Shun is almost dead. He's about to die.
Wait.
Hansama falls, but so does On. The jungler's out of the way.
Wait.
G2, they stop the soul. But
They're
On
inting.
and Viper are still fighting. Broken Blades all out. G2 are finding yet another
They're inting. Penta for caps. Penta for caps. Penta for caps. Oh, stolen. Yo, that was a penta, by the way. He had 3, and then if he got that one in pit as well. Wait. He wins this? He wins this! What the fuck? Wait, they're inting so much and they still win?
And he's back to 25 stacks just like that on the Magi's. G2
At least they got 4, you know. It doesn't look so bad in the match history now. I think Cap smurfed this, or he got a charm on Viper to start this as well. Look at Caps this fight. So he gets the charm here on Viper in the beginning. It's gonna happen right now. Hits the Yunara. Then On flashes in to flash poly the Kate and will die to Caps here. And then Caps will kill Shun as well. And then he's gonna kill Viper too. And if he got the bin kill, he had a Quadra.
BLG actually got kind of distracted and dizzy in their
Okay, we're back to live. They're just forcing Nash. They're angry now. No more laughing, I think. Yo. Yo. Flash steal. We don't have flash. Shit. Take the fight? Question mark. We have Cassandra behind. No flash. This is freebie. Yo. I'm just saying, if BLG lose this game, they're gonna be kind of tilted. Because they were trolling for a lot of this. Like, they're actually... Wait. They're actually having too much fun, though. They pushed, like... I mean, it's 9k gold lead still, but didn't they... Ah, it's fine, okay. Let's not overreact. Let's just watch. But I feel like if I'm BLG, after all this trolling... It's not easy to go next game, you know. I kind of want to see them lose now because of all the fun they did. Just to see like how they deal with it.
I mean, the critical one was really the dragon fight where they denied the dragon soul. That brush that they just...
But still 8k gold lead, maybe not possible. Even after all the trolling, maybe not possible.
Was big for G2's hopes of accomplishing this huge comeback that this game would.
Like for example, a Akali play here, like you just wouldn't go for this, you know, ever.
BLG, you know, the Knight has 25 stacks on his Medjais and it's amplified by.
Definitely having too much fun this game.
This Akali, it does crazy burst damage. And has to be respected. So BLG still very much in an amazing spot, but our like tantalizing story we were joking about earlier, you know, got a little bit closer of possible angles for G2.
Still 8k. So how many more do they need? Like 10 now, maybe? 10 more kills and few shutdowns.
Some more crit multipliers here. Get another little bit of.
Did he do Helia first or Ardent first on Milio? Can I go back and see?
You know, hopefully some more.
I will go to live fast, I promise. Helia first.
Hopefully some more.
Helia first.
That's a very... that graph is practically a blue rectangle. It's a lot
blue wall,
of blue.
maybe.
Nah, wrong team. They beat them 3-2.
Yeah,
G2 beat them 3-2, but now BLG... Yeah, maybe that's what this is. Maybe this is KC's revenge. This is BLG. Yeah. Maybe that's BLG's buddies. I don't know. But we got 1 minute and 15 seconds until the next dragon spawns. You just said it was the Hextech Soul stop that really was the biggest deal for G2. And now it's time to do it again. It's time to pay the piper.
Shield bow Caitlyn. Collector Infinity Shield bow. Is that because of Akali? Normally it's not right, no? Shield bow? Like this? I guess he just doesn't want to die to Akali, but I think he might die anyway. Milio is so useless this game, it's actually crazy, you know? No cleanse value, 0. No peel value, 0.
Over the bottom river area. They are there first. They can set up some vision.
Just such a bad champion to have here.
And going back to what you were talking about in the draft, one of the advantages of Caitlyn, part of the character's power is being able to block off entrances towards
gives a little range, I guess.
You can only do that if you're the first
That's
ones
pretty much
there.
it.
And G2 just don't really have that luxury at this point in time. The bottom river is dark and full of terrors, and G2 do not want to see anything scary. Problem is, they're about to have to face those fears.
At least no matter how this ends, it looks better on the match history than it did like 15 minutes ago. They had a lot of fun, BLG. A lot of fun. Many times in a row, actually.
Focus for BLG. We'll secure that one.
But still in a good spot here. Just kind of want to see them lose to like see the reaction, you know. With all this trolling. But still such a good spot here. Maybe not possible to lose this even after everything. We'll see in this fight. This fight feels pretty important. It's Hextech Soul if they get it. He got it. Hextech Soul. Caps got bin, but Knight pentakill here potentially. Cancelled by Milio, died anyway. It's just game here. Even after all the fun gaming, they're still just like so much stronger. So it didn't really matter. That's game. That looks better on the match history than 15 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago.
everybody else. The bottom lane tier 3 turret will collapse. The mid lane one will do the same. And BLG are on their victory march. No one in G2 colors stands
So, ARAM while we wait for next series. Do we have time for that? Should we give it a go? See if it's time? Is this possible? Actually, it's maybe not possible, or? Can we make an ARAM? Is it possible?
3-0 for BLG. And Knight having some fun on that.
Should we try? And worst case, we FF? How about thing?
Beautiful to watch. I think I gotta give him my player of the game now. We were talking about that at the beginning of the game, how bottom lane and mid were both going crazy. And originally,
I think we just try, yeah. Let's try.
was going towards the bottom laners despite
I'm just gonna invite, okay? I'm not gonna like put this on the list because we just need to get it going ASAP. So I just send the invite, we go fast, okay?
It was Knight saying, guys, wait, hold on, it's a competitive game. We still gotta win this. He's the one.
Gotta go fast.
He's the one who makes it happen. And honestly,
I'm just sending out invites. I'm not sure if anyone's on the list.
game from BLG in a series that was close for the early games of the first two and then turned to BLG.
Is it bugged?
dominance. In game 3, they just decided what
Feels so bugged.
close part.
Yeah, it started with that bottom lane, the 2v3 double kill for them, and ended with a lot of Knight plays.
Yeah, lots of Knight plays. Shun, of course, also helping so.
Let's see. Join, join, join. Join, join, join. I'll just keep inviting people. Gotta go fast. Is this bugged? I don't get it. Get in here. Let's go. Let's see if we have time. Worst case, we just have to FF, okay? If the next series starts. I'm curious if we actually have time for this.